Invented an AI tongue that can tell the difference between Coke and Pepsi. Sorry, you lost Jack FM at AI tongue.
Step inside, walk this way, you and me, babe. Hey, hey!
And athletic programs all across Fremont County. With new items arriving daily, it's a good time to check into Myers Gambles for all of the best items for your home. Shane, Alicia, and crew will help you find exactly what you're looking for. And chances are, it's in stock today. Delivery is available in Riverton and Lander. Turn around and shop in town. Myers Gambles, 420 Main in Lander. turn around and shop in town.
Get your game day started right with Porter's Pregame Show and make sure you're ready for outdoor adventures. Porter's has everything to make this sports season great, from luxurious spas to top-notch grills and inviting fire pits. Porter's has everything you need to elevate your gatherings. Best of luck to all the Fremont County teams this season from Porter's Supply Company. Stop by their store at North Federal and Sunset in Riverton or explore their wide selection online at portersmvs.com.
To find your next vehicle today.
This County 10 Sports broadcast made possible by Myers Gambles, Central Bank and Trust, Wyoming Catholic College, Elevate Rehab, Goddard Construction, Bailey Tire and Auto Services, Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, Wyo Glass, Red & Kane and Associates, Remax, the Wyoming Department of Transportation, State Farm Agent Tyler Watson, Eyes on Fremont, Hampton Inn and Suites, Maven, Edward Jones, John Shade, Sage West, Boyle Electric, Perfect Power, Baldwin Creek Rental Service, Northside Auto Body Glass, Fremont Chevrolet, and the Fremont County Prevention Program.
It's time for Lady Wolverine basketball.
Leesburg breaks out of the pack. Good pass to Vosika. 2 more for Carson.
Watch every RHS basketball game all season long on the County 10 YouTube page.
You know, there's an aura about this team this week that I've never seen before. I mean, there's a confidence that's been really building here, and so I'm expecting some big things.
Put back by Holland. It's blocked by Mathill.
Riverton basketball is made possible this season in part by Myers Gambles, Porter's Mountain View Supply, Fremont Chevrolet GMC, WYDOT, Perfect Power Electric, Wyoming Catholic College, and Bailey Tire and Auto Services.
Now Brown up top in control of it. Hands it off to Taylor. Lexi gets it to go and is fouled. Mid-range jumper from Taylor.
To get us ready for tip-off, let's go courtside with the voice of the Lady Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
And a very good Tuesday evening to you. Welcome inside Wolverine Gym. The second of 3 consecutive Tuesdays we'll have homestands here at Riverton High School. Jared Anderson alongside Jason Peterson with you from Riverton High School. Excited to bring you more Wolverine and Lady Wolverine basketball. Doubleheader this evening against Kelly Walsh. It'll be the only time Riverton and Kelly Walsh match up in the regular season at least. The 4A West opponents. Of course, you play everybody twice in your quad. Riverton's quad includes Jackson, Star Valley, and Evanston. And then Riverton will see 2 teams from the other quad 2 times. They've got the home and aways this year with Rock Springs and Green River. But as far as the Casper schools, they only play them 1 time each. So you've got Kelly Walsh at home here tonight. And then on Thursday, they'll travel to Casper to take on Natrona County High School, the rival of these Trojans that are warming up on the court in front of us right now. Hope you're doing well this evening. Invite you up to Wolverine Gym if you're in the neighborhood for some fun basketball action. Of course, this Riverton team coming off of a very dramatic, exciting sweep of Green River last time out, last Thursday. Fun ball games. We were fired up here. The broadcast crew fired up. Jason was pumping his fists, yelling behind me, and it was an exciting exciting atmosphere at Rock Springs High School, where Riverton knocked off the Tigers. The Lady Wolverines picking up a 7-point victory, 42-35, and then the boys game, which we'll dive into a lot later in the broadcast, went to double overtime, winning 57-55. These Riverton girls are 4-11 overall. They are 1-2 in quad play. They've played everybody once in their quad. This is kind of the middle part of conference play where you take on these Casper teams, and then you'll see those 3 teams from your quad again later in February. Kelly Walsh is 4-10 overall. However, in the 4A Northwest, they are a perfect 3-0. So starting to roll, starting to feel a little bit better about themselves. They beat Natrona, their rivals, last Friday, 38-32. Beat Green River and Rock Springs for that perfect mark in quad play. Kayla Gilliam is in her 3rd year with Kelly Walsh. They went 14-15 last year, qualified for state both seasons. And that first season under Coach Gilliam, they went just 7-19 overall, winning a game at state. Sort of struggled through the season, found a great run late at regionals, and then made things interesting at states. And I think that turned the momentum around this KW program that had struggled for several years. And they're still not exactly where they want to be, but the momentum seems to be on the upswing under Coach Gilliam. They haven't had a winning season since 2020, and they have no state championships in school history. Kennedy Davila will be one of the opposing names to keep an eye or an ear out for tonight. Davila is their leading scorer by far, averaging double digits. She's just shy of 13 points per game. Ramya Green is a nice player for these Lady Trojans, too, and has been for a couple of seasons. Tough post player, right now averaging 5.5 points per game. Their leading rebounder with about 6 boards per game, but solid all-around player and a good athlete is Ramya Green. Riverton led by Taylin Leesburg offensively. She's averaging 8.6 points per game. And Taylin only had 3 at Rock Springs, so she's off of the mark a little bit there. But the thing that kind of got buried among the other stats when we talked about Vosika going for 18, Brown going for a dozen, Leesburg had nearly double-digit assists in that Rock Springs contest. She's averaging 4.5 assists this season per game, which is near the top of 4A West girls basketball. So Leesburg has really settled into that point guard position, distributing the basketball nicely, and is still obviously a big-time scoring threat. Rylan Brown averaged 5 points per game. She had a dozen last time. Carson Vosika has bumped her average per game up to 6.4 points per contest, and again had 18 last time out. She was our County 10 Wyoming Catholic College Player of the Week at county10.com. So some of the names to keep an ear or an eye out for on the broadcast tonight, depending on if you're watching along with us on the County 10 YouTube channel or listening on 105.1 Jack FM. However you're here, we're glad you found us, and thanks for making us parts of your evening. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show, by the way, made possible by Porter's Supply Company there at the corner of North Federal and Sunset in Riverton. Your home for stoves, spas, pellets, and much, much more. That is Porter's Supply Company. Coming up, we'll hear from the head coach of Riverton girls basketball, Mike Bosner, who I tried to distance myself from because he told me pre-interview that he's got a cold. He said he had a fever the last couple of days, but says it's just a cold and some sickness going around this team. So you'll hear from the sick head coach coming up in just a couple of moments. Counting you down to tip-off, it's a doubleheader of basketball tonight from Riverton High School. RHS and Kelly Walsh, ladies up first. Porter's Tailgate Show with Coach Bosner continues in just a couple of minutes on 105.1 Jack FM, streaming video on the County 10 YouTube channel.
To Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
It's time for a pregame visit with Lady Wolverine head coach Mike Bosner on the County 10 Sports Network.
Welcome me back inside of Wolverine Gymnasium, Riverton, and Kelly Walsh. Doubleheader of basketball coming at you here in just a few moments. Porter's Tailgate Show continues. Made possible, of course, by Porter's Supply Company. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you here tonight. It's Neon Night. The student section going to be decked out in very bright colors as some bright students start walking in the building right now. And should be a fun atmosphere here if you want to make it up to Riverton High School. We'd certainly love to see you. Just a few moments ago, I was able to catch up with the head coach of Riverton girls basketball, Mike Bosner, of course, coming off of that dramatic, exciting win at Rock Springs, and looking hopefully to keep the momentum rolling here throughout February. Here's how my conversation with Coach Bose would go on the Porter's Tailgate Show. Chatting with Coach Bosner. Coach, first of all, coming off of a dramatic, fun win on the road. You pick up that, I know it's not a quad game, but it is a 4A West opponent that you beat. How's this team's confidence right now after that victory?
Well, you want to hope that they're flying high, right? At least that's my hope of it. I hope they're flying. I hope that, that they come in. We had a pretty good practice last night, so they know what needs to be done. And look, we're 3/4 of the way through the season now, and they know the offenses. They know what needs to be done defensively, and they all got to do their part.
Feels like, and we've talked about this before, but when you're firing on all cylinders, you can play with just about anybody in the 4A West. The bad news is this Kelly Walsh team and just about everybody else thinks they can too. It just feels like it's going to be a hard fight every single night out, every single one of these teams you see.
Yes, it's a dogfight every time, right? When the Casper schools come in, they got a lot of girls to choose from over there, and they have good coaches and they got rich tradition, so. But you know what? When my girls show up and play like we've seen, when they show up, they're hard to beat. So I think their heads are in a good spot. I think we're pretty healthy, something that we haven't been. And so I think we're in a good spot.
You said you needed somebody to step up in the Rock Springs game. Carson and Rylan both have double digits. Taylin's behind her point average, but she's crushing it with assists. Just felt like everybody was firing on all cylinders in that game.
Yeah, that's what's fun about it, right? And I know that Taylin was a little disappointed that, that she didn't score some more points, but I told her, I said, great players step up, and when the ball's not going through, they find other ways to make their team good, right? And I thought she really did that. She pushed the ball up the floor, made good passes. She played smart basketball. So, yeah, I was very, very happy with them. Fosika did a great job. And, Rylan, you know, when she's ready, when she wants to roll, she'll flat shoot it. So yeah, we got some players if they all show up at the same time, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're usually I ask you about the players. You're battling a cold. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I will tell you. Yesterday I was pretty bad off. Last night I was bad off. This morning I texted Jess. I said, "Look, JVs are all yours. I'm not sure I'm going to make that 3 o'clock," and so I had a pretty bad fever, and so it's finally gone now, and so I'm hoping that I'm on the mend.
Yeah, I hope so too. How are your girls at this point? Is everybody keeping their distance this time of year? It seems like everybody's sick.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely keep my distance from them because that's the last thing we need is more sickness to go around. But I don't think I'm as catchy as I was yesterday.
All right, very good. Coach, best of luck as always. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Mike Bosner in his second year. Appreciate his time as always joining us on the Porter's Tailgate Show. Speaking of sickness and other injury-related things going on with this Riverton girls team, we mentioned last Thursday that Timbri Mathill, who started and played very well, was dealing with some sinus issues, did not feel well on the bus, so she continues to be on the mend, not exactly at 100%. And Riverton JV player / contributor for varsity off the bench, Cairo Shelsta, young guard for Riverton, a sophomore, got a concussion last week in the Rock Springs JV game. Talked to her before this one. She said she took an elbow to the head in the JV game, diagnosed with a concussion, and obviously couldn't play in the varsity game, and she is out this week under concussion protocol. So she's doing well and seems fine, but concussion protocol for the next few days, and then she hopes to be back in the next home game, which is a week from tonight, next Tuesday, as Riverton will welcome back that Rock Springs team here to Riverton High School. This has been the Porter's Tailgate Show, made possible by Porter Supply Company in Riverton, and we are just about ready for basketball, right on time. I'll let you know that Kelly Walsh JV teams both picked up wins before this. The boys JV scored just a few moments ago, 63-48 in favor of K-Dub. JV girls from Kelly Walsh also knocking off Riverton 36-21. Earlier here from Riverton High School. We're going to step aside for the national anthem. Be back in just a couple of minutes with the starting lineups and the opening tip from Riverton High School. It's RHS and Kelly Walsh coming up on Jack FM and County10.com.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
It's time for Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball. To get us ready for tip-off, let's go courtside with the voice of the Lady Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
Star-Spangled Banner concludes here from Riverton High School. We're set for another doubleheader of basketball action. What's crazy is there's only 3 more opportunities, including tonight, to see this Riverton team at home. They'll be back home next Tuesday against Rock Springs, and then on Saturday the 22nd, they take on Star Valley. That will be senior afternoon, if you will, festivities here from Riverton High School. Kayla Gilliam is in her third year as the head coach with the Kelly Walsh Trojans. They are 4-10 so far this season, and they will start like this. Number 2 is Kennedy Davila. We mentioned Davila in the Porter's Tailgate show. She's their leading scorer at 12.4 points per game. Brecken Fago is number 11. Fago averages 3.6 points per contest. Caden Curry averages 4.4 points per game. She wears number 12. Number 33 is Ramya Green. Green averages 5.6 points per contest. And number 13 is Michaela Humphreys. Humphreys averages 3.6 points per game. Riverton under head coach Mike Bosner in his second season will send the starters out like this. Number 2 is Carson Vosica. Vosica, freshman, 6.5 points per game. Number 4, Rylan Brown. Brown, a junior. She averages 5 points per game. Number 11 is Taylin Leesburg. Leesburg wears number 11. She's a junior. 8.6 points per game and an impressive 4.5 assists per game for Taylin Leesburg. Number 22 was Lexi Taylor. Taylor, a junior, 6.3 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per contest. And number 23, Timbri Mathil, also a junior, 6.3 points per game, 4.8 rebounds per contest. Jared Anderson here. Jason Peterson is manning the camera at county10.com. Thank you for being with us tonight. We are ready for a doubleheader of basketball. Vosica in the jump center circle against Fago, and it is won by Brecken. Kelly Walsh with the first possession as Riverton settles in a 1-3-1 zone defense. Kelly Walsh in their away all-green uniforms. Here's a tipped ball, and it's taken away by Timbri. Good steal by Mathil to get things going. Leesburg underneath to Taylor. Turnaround shot for 2 in the paint. No good. Lexi battles for her own rebound. Can't quite get it, though. And Davila rips it out. Davila's got a 2-on-1. She tries to give it up to Green. Pass behind her. Troubles handling it. And it's out of bounds off of Kelly Walsh. Last, the official underneath signaled it was K-Dub basketball first, then immediately changed his mind and said, no, that's Riverton ball. And back to the unis. K-Dub all green, trimmed in white. Trojans written across the front. Riverton in their home white uniforms, trimmed in cardinal red and black. Vosica down low, turnaround 2, right side, got it. And the freshman picks up right where she left off. She scored 18 at Rock Springs and puts in another bucket there, as it looks like her confidence offensively just continues to grow. Humphreys to the free throw line. Fago from the free throw stripe gets it to bounce in. And we're tied at 2s. Brown holds in the corner underneath. Vosica's got a step, and she's got 4 quickly. Good find, Rylan Brown. And Carson Vosica with all of Riverton's points here early on. We've played a minute and a half. It's Riverton 4, Kelly Walsh 2. Ramya Green is open, long 2. She's going to take it down the lane, scoop up a tough reverse layup that didn't come close, and Lexi Taylor's there to take it away. Green may have regretted not taking the long shot when she was open. Leesburg left wide open for a corner 3 and drain it. Taylin Leesburg with the triple, and Coach Gilliam wants a timeout early on. Riverton bench is fired up, cheering on their teammates. 4 points for Carson Vosica off of back-to-back buckets. Taylin Leesburg hits a 3. That was kind of weird with Taylin coming down with the basketball. She had a defender on her. The defender trailed away. Leesburg dribbled to the corner and was just left wide open. And Leesburg is usually very good with a little bit of space, and she certainly proved to be right there. 7-2. Riverton girls on top here. 2 minutes into this one. Say hello to Nicholas watching on the County 10 YouTube channel. Nicholas says, go Big Red. We are happy you're with us, Nicholas. Thanks for joining us again in the YouTube chat, cheering on Riverton High. Kelly Walsh ball, length of the floor to go. Mathil's going to pick up Davila right at midcourt. Mathil and Brown looking to trap, causes some chaos. Ultimately, it's thrown away out of bounds. Good job, Lexi Taylor on the far side, not to touch it, too. thought maybe she was going to go try to save it along the sideline, and she wisely lets it go. But a great job pressuring by Mathill and Brown. That trap right there in the corner at midcourt. Knocked out of bounds off of Kelly last. It'll stay Riverton basketball. Taylor surveys the floor, looking, will go up top to Brown. Ryland holds at the top of the key and swings it left side to Mathill. Timbry puts it on the floor twice, shoot a mid-range two and get it to drop. Timbry Mathill, the third Riverton girl to score. And I know we're just 2.5 minutes in, but how about this offense so far? How about this shooting from Riverton? It's been a struggle a lot of the season at the offensive end. Punched out of bounds defensively by Brown. Stays Kelly Walsh ball. Shooting's been a struggle for Riverton, and slowly but surely, incrementally, they continue to improve and are off to a great start here. Davila, speaking of off to a great start, finds herself open for three and sinks it. 9-5 Riverton now, 3 minutes gone by. Leesburg, bounce pass for Mathill. Timbry traveled with it, wanted to give it up to Vosika, and it was a great look. It was going to be good ball movement. She had kind of a wide stance when she received the basketball and just sort of carried that pivot foot across the floor. Davila runs into a trap up top but finds a teammate. Fago swings it to Green. Ramya, baseline dribble drive. Mid-range two is short and rebounded out by Taylor. Outlet to Brown. Riverton wants to run. They've got Mathill down the floor. She'll slow it up, give it to Leesburg, who tried to get it inside to Vosika. Carson couldn't handle it, but luckily for Riverton, it bounces off of a Trojan hand last and will stay Riverton possession. Taylor to inbound, baseline, wide right. And a 5-second count. Kelly Walsh ratcheting up the defensive pressure. Riverton unable to throw it in.
14, Larson.
Haley Larson enters for the Trojans. Davila left alone from three. That's no good. A long rebound comes all the way back out to her. Then she loses it in traffic. Taylor has it and is slapped and fouled. First foul of the ball game is going to be against Kennedy Davila. And I like the fight from Kennedy to try to go right after her missed shot, make something happen, but winds up with the personal. 2-3 zone from Kelly Walsh. They've been in that every time Riverton's had a half-court set. Entry pass to the paint is taken away by Davila, and Kennedy races into the front court. Used the left side, couldn't get it to go off the front of the rim. Mathill, long rebound. Baseball pass up ahead for Brown. 2-on-1. Rylan used the glass, got it. Rylan Brown with her first bucket. She's got 2 points and an assist in this one, and she is now the fourth Riverton player to score as RHS leads Kelly Walsh 11-5 midway through the first quarter. There's a steal on a pass taken away by Leesburg. Taylin thought about pushing. Now she's going to circle around and slow it up. Taylor, left side, outside. Still holding the basketball. Needs to do something. Now she'll give it away to Leesburg. Taylin tried to one-arm pass it underneath to Vosika, and it did not cleanly get through. Taken away by Brecken Fago. Corner three, Fago will be short with it, and it's ripped out of there by Rylan Brown. Here comes Riverton back in transition. 6-point lead for RHS. They have led the entire first quarter so far. Still 2:43 to play in quarter number one on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Taylor goes down the lane, stopped just inside the elbow, puts up a tough shot that goes over the backboard. She wanted contact, and it's just going to be Kelly Walsh basketball out of bounds. Ramya Green checks back in after a short rest for the Trojans. It's actually Riverton basketball. They say it was deflected, but Riverton throws the inbound pass away. Up ahead, Haley Larson for two is Running down the lane, left side layup from Larson goes. Her first points of the ball game, and it's 11-7. Kelly Walsh with the steal, coast-to-coast bucket. Almost taken away, now it is by Green. Green's going to try to go coast-to-coast. Right side this time for Ramya. That's good. And now Coach Bosner wants his first timeout. Quick 30 with 2:04 remaining first quarter. A 4-0 Kelly Walsh run, couple of steals, couple of easy layups, and they make it a 2-point game. Riverton clinging to an 11-9 lead here early on. Thanks to our friends at Fremont Chevy GMC supporting the Wolverines. Your hard work and dedication doesn't go unnoticed. Fremont Chevy GMC here for you every step of the way at 1401 North Federal Boulevard in Riverton. And all night long, per usual, you'll see those Fremont Chevy GMC scoreboard updates on the bottom of your screen if you're watching along with us on the County 10 YouTube channel. Boys basketball coming up tonight. About a 7:30 projected start time. Plenty of space for you at Wolverine Gym if you want to come cheer on the girls and the boys tonight. Aspen Gordon is checked in for Riverton. Throws it to Rylan Brown, who travels in backcourt. Brown looking up ahead. I think she was just slow to release the basketball on a pass that was going to be in the Riverton front court. Turn it over. Here's Green trying to take the lead for three. No good. An air ball over the rim. Saved by a teammate, though. Offensive rebound by Larson is thrown right to Leesburg, and Riverton takes it back. Leesburg dribbling against a triple team, trying to find a teammate. Vosika to Brown. Vosika had to go backwards for it. Now Brown is going to be fouled. If Carson didn't have to go backwards, Taylin had three defenders on her, and there were a lot of Wolverines with open space. Larson picks up her first. Team foul number 2 on Kelly Walsh. $1:40 remaining first quarter. It's 11-9 Riverton. Ladies have led the entire time from Riverton High. Leesburg at the top. She wants it from the Wolverine paw. No good, too strong. Fight for the rebound. Ricochets around a few different players. Alpha Brown last. And it is Trojan basketball. And Kayla Gilliam in her third season with Kelly Walsh. 14-15 last year, so it feels a little bit unfair, but technically has not had a winning season yet, but has qualified for state 2 times. Here's Green, stop left side block, shot no good. Hard off the back of the rim, and Leesburg clears it away for the Wolverines. Riverton still hanging on to this 2-point lead. We've been at 11-9 for a little while, and we're inside of a minute to play first quarter. There's Leesburg, tough shot, got it to drop, and one. That was a tough release from Taylor Leesburg. She got hammered on the shot. Ball had a lot of altitude as it went up. Still finds a way to get it in from the right side and gets the foul. That was Miley Morrison's first. Miley just checking in a moment ago, picking up the third team foul. Leesburg's one shot, no good. Hard off the back of the iron, and Green tracks down the rebound for the team, and Green. She outlets to Davila. Kennedy works it up the floor, left-hand dribble. Now between the legs, uses a screen at the top. Aspen Gordon switches on her defensively, and a foul down low on Riverton. That will be Rylan Brown's first. Team foul number 1 with just 39 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ball out of bounds to Kelly Walsh. Trojans trail by 4 early on. From the free throw line, Michaela Humphreys cuts the Riverton lead to 2. Sinks the 2-pointer from just inside the free throw line, makes it 13-11. And here's a steal by Davila at half court. Davila, the distance, scoop up a right-hand runner and got it. Kennedy Davila's got 5. And we are tied 13-13 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Game's first tie if you don't count 0-0. Rylan Brown is tripped up by Ramya Green. Her first, team 4th, so it's still ball out of bounds. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Ball in the Riverton front court. Leesburg brings it into Brown. Rylan looks at the clock, says 7 seconds. Now left side outside to Taylin. Does Taylin realize 3, 2, 1? She won't get a shot off. And points to her head, says, that's my bad. Into the first quarter, we are all tied up. We've settled nothing after 8 minutes. It's 13-13. Riverton and Kelly Walsh basketball coming back with the second quarter after this on 105.1 Jack FM. Streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
Welcome to Bailey Tire Pros, your local tire and auto repair specialists in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local. Choose Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
On County 10's YouTube channel.
13-13, all knotted up after one. Riverton basketball as we start the second quarter for a second, but they're going to start the second quarter with a 3-second violation. Could have been Aspen Gordon down there, I think maybe in the paints. Whistled for a 3 in the key, and Kelly Walsh gets the basketball back. First tie of the ball game here at 13 apiece. Riverton led until this point. Kelly Walsh still has not had a lead yet this game. Trying to change that here. Davila wants a 3, left side. That's no good. Offensive rebound, though, comes to Humphreys. Humphreys back to Davila to Green. Good ball movement. Ramya Green finishes the play off with a reverse layup. First lead of the contest for Kelly Walsh comes about 45 seconds into the second quarter at 15-13. Lexi Taylor holds it right side behind the arc. Now gives it to Mathill. Mathill looking for Gordon in the paint. It's off of Gordon's fingers, out of bounds to the Trojans. Rylan Brown comes to the check-in stand. She'll come in. Rylan will give a high five to Aspen, and Gordon comes out. And a little bit of sickness going around the Riverton girls program. Coach Bose said he's been sick with a cold the last few days. Green, long 2 is no good. Skims the back of the net, goes out of bounds on the far side into the front row, and it's Riverton basketball off of the Trojans last. This is the only regular season matchup with Kelly Walsh for Riverton High School this year. I would anticipate next season a home and away with Kelly Walsh, and then maybe Rock Springs and Green River are the teams we play just once, but that's just an amateur here prognosticating the most likely case scenario. Riverton will be at Natrona on Thursday. Jason and I will have those for you from NCHS starting at 5 o'clock with the ladies, 6:30 for the boys. And then we're back home next Tuesday as Riverton welcomes back Rock Springs. Fun games against Rock Springs down there. We'll see what happens here. Knocked out of bounds out for Kelly Walsh. Riverton basketball with Larson checking back in for the Trojans. 6:04 remaining second quarter. Kelly Walsh, the only team that scored here so far in the second quarter. They're up 2-0 this quarter. They lead 15-13 overall on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Brown was looking for a cutting Leesburg pass, too far for her, well out in front, and it sails out of bounds. Leesburg, unfortunately, no shot catching up to that one. Slow walk up the floor from Kennedy. Davila uses screen, stop right side. She wants a 3. That's no good front of the rim. Green, a long rebound. Good hustle from Ramya. And she'll reload to Davila, and now around to Larson. Larson wants a corner three. That air ball's on her over the rim, saved by the Trojans for a moment. Now they're going to scoop it off the floor. Fago gets it. Brecklin lose the handle, can't quite corral it, and Vosika's there to take it away. Good pressure defensively by Leesburg, and Rylan Brown jogs it up the floor. Right side outside to Mathil. Timbry looking to the paint. Lob intended for Taylor is intercepted by Fago. Davila works it across the time stripe for Kelly Walsh. Riverton still looking for their first points of the quarter. Going on a 3-minute drought here in the second quarter. Green goes past one defender, splits two more defenders in the paint, and easily makes her way to the rim. Got right past three Riverton defenders ultimately, and Green with a nice dribble drive to go right past him and get the easy layup. 4-point Kelly Walsh advantage here. It was 13-13 to start the quarter. Lob underneath for Taylor. Lexi can't get the layup to go, though. Rebound tracked down by Curry, and here comes Kelly Walsh again. A Riverton one and done. It's been all Kelly Walsh on the boards this quarter, too. Green wants a three, right side, no good, too strong, and Rylan Brown is going to come out of the pile with it for Riverton. She is hounded in backcourt, double-teamed, but will ultimately get it away to Taylor. Good rebound there by Rylan, and a good job of concentration hanging on to the ball. Halfway through the second quarter right now. Riverton has gone beyond 4 minutes since their last points. Brown holds at the top now. Vosika at the free throw line. Kick it out to Mathilde. Timbry put it on the floor. One shot is up and blocked, but fouled. Haley Larson bouncing up and down, clapping her hands. Frustrated, will get charged with her seconds. First foul of the second quarter on anybody. Timbry Mathil will shoot 2 times. First one for Timbry, rattles around and drops. First point for Riverton in over 4 minutes of gameplay. Morrison and Humphrey is back into the Trojan lineup. Leesburg, a 61% free thrower on the season, back up there. Or I should say Mathil, a 61% free thrower. Gets them both to go. Cuts the Kelly Walsh lead to 2, 17-15, 3:35 remaining. Davila wants a quick three, spot up, shoot, and knock it down. Kennedy Davila's second three-pointer of the ball game, and Kelly Walsh has their largest lead here in the first half at 5. Brown, hassled by Green defensively, picked up the basketball, gets it away to Leesburg. Leesburg down the lane, put up a tough one, shot blocked, no good. Couple of Kelly Walsh players in there. Fago comes away with it. Not only is it neon night here at Riverton High School, it's also pizza night. They've got pizza for students as Davila goes hard to the rim. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Taylor, and she's going to draw the foul on Davila. Kennedy's seconds. Good incentive for some students to come out here as there's about a dozen pizzas making their way in for RHS students who show up. Brown use a hard screen. Kelly Walsh playing aggressive defense all over the floor. And we're going to get a foul, and Kayla Gilliam is very angry at the foul call. Started fired up because she thought it was a Riverton foul. Got frustrated because it was on Ramya Green and walks away looking more confused than anything. Rylan Brown runs to the right side block, handoff to Vosika. Vosika's shot hard off the backboard, no good. Knocked out of bounds off of the Trojans' last. Be Riverton basketball. 2:27 to go second quarter. It's 20-15. Kelly Walsh leading here in the second quarter. Riverton led basically all of the first quarter. Kelly Walsh scored to make it 13-13 within the last minute for the first tie of the ball game. Kelly took the lead 45 seconds into the second quarter and have not relinquished it so far. Trojan basketball. Green left side outside. Looks up top for Fago, and they work it around the perimeter. Now they go right side to the post. Humphreys turn around two. No good. Didn't quite square up, and it hits the back of the iron. Rylan Brown tracks it down for Riverton, jogs it up the floor slowly herself. Brown holds at the top, surveys the defense, now backing in against Green, looking for Leesburg, and her pass is taken away. Fago is there to steal it, and she gives it up to Green, Ramya Green. Left side outside to Morrison, work it around the perimeter. Smith wants a three-seater. Smith, who just checked in at the last dead ball. Shot hits the front of the rim, no good, but Kelly Walsh gets the offensive rebound, and now Miley Morrison is tripped up by Brown.
Riverton foul for Brown.
Second on Rylan. She checks out.
Substitutions.
That's just the first Riverton foul of the second quarter. And Rylan will come out. Aspen Gordon replaces her. Larson dribbles to the free throw line, hands off to Humphreys, mid-range two, right side, no good. And Leesburg hauls it in for Riverton. Taylin starts up the Wolverine offense with 70 seconds to go in the quarter. Shouts out some instructions, gives to Taylor. Now elbow extended to Vosika, put it on the floor once, wanted Mathil, pass behind her, out of bounds. Coach Bosner is frustrated. We've played almost 7 minutes of second quarter basketball. The only points this quarter for Riverton, 2 Timbri Mathil free throws. Quickly the other way, Miley Morrison on a bounce pass, long two. Foot just inside of the line there. We'll make it 22-15. Kelly Walsh with a 7-point advantage here. Outscoring Riverton right now 9-2 in this quarter. Mathil's going to get a couple more free throws. Bounce pass to the paint to Mathil. She turned around for two and got hit with the body by Brecklin Fago. That's team foul number 4 on Kelly Walsh too, but just 34 seconds to go in this quarter. First and 2 for Timbri is going to drop. Mathil with all the points this quarter, all at the free throw line. And she goes 4 for 4 at the line. 6 points for Timbri. 30 seconds to go as Larson brings it across the time stripe for Kelly Walsh. She'll send it back left side for Morrison. She wants another three. It's in and out, no good. Offensive rebound by Larson. She goes back up with it, can't get it. And it's out of bounds for Riverton. Trojan basketball, baseline wide left. Coach Bose asking everybody to put their hands up. Wants to see some defensive effort here with just 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Riverton trailing by 5. Ball goes through the legs of Humphreys, and it's picked up by Vosika. 5 seconds. Leesburg quickly into the front court. Leesburg down the lane, shovels a pass to Taylor. Turnaround 2 as time expires. First field goal of the second quarter. Lexi Taylor, just before the buzzer goes off, makes it a 3-point game at halftime. And I was going to say, even prior to that, the good news here is Riverton has a bad quarter offensively, but they're still right in this ball game. Timbri Mathil goes 4 for 4 at the free throw line that quarter. Lexi Taylor at the buzzer certainly helps there as Kelly Walsh leads just about the entire way through the second quarter. Riverton led just about the entire way through the first quarter. So at halftime, it's the Kelly Walsh ladies 22, Riverton 19. Coming up, your Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. We'll run down individual scoring numbers, and we'll get to your Wolverine weekend too. Let you know what some of the other happenings, activities, and events at Riverton High School are this week. That is coming up in just a couple of minutes. You're listening to Riverton Basketball on 105.1 Jack FM, streaming video coverage of tonight's games on County 10's YouTube channel.
Northside Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes this season. Northside Body Shop is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in auto body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Game on County 10's YouTube channel.
Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
Halftime coverage is made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation, reminding you to buckle up every trip, every time.
Riverton ladies trailing Kelly Walsh 22-19 at halftime. We were tied up at 13 apiece. In the end of the first quarter, Riverton led almost the entire way through the first quarter. We were tied the last few seconds at 13s. Kelly Walsh takes the lead about 45 seconds into the second quarter and did not relinquish it. They led by as much as 7 in quarter number 2. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Thanks to WYDOT for making Wolverine basketball coverage on County 10 possible. WYDOT with a simple but a valuable message. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time. Check wyoroad.info or call 511 before you travel across the state, especially in these winter months. It is imperative that you do that if you're going anywhere in Wyoming. Kelly Walsh 22, Riverton 19 at halftime. Let's take a look at individual scoring numbers. First for the Kelly Walsh ladies, Kennedy Davila having a great game so far. She leads the way with 8 points, 2 3-pointers, and a 2-pointer for Kennedy. Ramya Green has 3 field goals for 6 points. Then you got a bunch of ladies with 2 apiece. Miley Morrison, Brecken Fago. I keep calling her Brecklin, but it's just Brecken Fago with 2 points. Michaela Humphreys with 2. Haley Larson also has 2. For the Riverton ladies, Timbri Mathil leads them in scoring here at halftime. She's got 6 points, including 4 of 4 at the free throw line, and she does have 1 field goal. 5 points for Taylor in Leesburg. She's got a 3. Riverton's only 3 so far. Carson Vosika's got 4. In fact, Vosika had the first 4 points of the game for Riverton. Rylan Brown's got 2, and Alexi Taylor's got 2. Lexi had the last points of the first half for Riverton on shot basically at the buzzer. Just a few tenths of a second left to go, making it 22 at 19. Second half action coming up here in about 5 minutes. See the boys warming up right now. It'll be an interesting one with Riverton and Kelly Walsh. 2 teams that have played very similarly through the season. They've got a lot of common opponents and a little bit of differential in how they've treated those common opponents, but for the most part, they've been on very similar paths this season. Riverton is 5-10, 1-2 in the Southwest Conference. Kelly Walsh is 5-8, 1-2 in the Northwest Quad. I guess they're both in the 4A West Conference, but different quads as I get used to the new terminology still here, even in February, still trying to figure that out. But it'll be an interesting boys game coming up in another 45 minutes or so. We're projected for about a 7:30 tip-off in that one, and we invite you up to come cheer on Riverton if you are in the area. Some other things going on at Riverton High School this week. Wrestlers are off to the Kelly Walsh Invitational on Friday. I want to give a big congratulations, shout out to everybody involved with the Ron Thon Memorial Invite last weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, a 3-day event this year. Chatted with Reggie Miller, the activities director, before this one started, and he told me 1,101 competitors. Almost 1,100 on the money, but 1,101 and over 600 total matches at Riverton High School and Riverton Middle School. It takes a ton of volunteers and manpower to put that event on. It is the most difficult wrestling tournament in Wyoming. You compete regardless of class, making it more difficult than the state tournament. Obviously, state's still the most prestigious thing. Nothing stopping that. But you compete against everybody. So it is as difficult as you get in wrestling in Wyoming, and another well-executed Ron Thon event. So hats off to all the volunteers, Riverton Wrestling, and everybody who made that great event happen. Riverton swimmers are off to their conference invites. It is postseason time for swimming already. Boys swimmers off to Evanston this Friday and Saturday, so best of luck in the pool to all the RHS swimmers this weekend. Indoor track athletes go to Gillette for an invitational on Friday. Speech and debates, more kudos there. They're off to Jackson this Friday and Saturday. Both Riverton High School and Riverton Middle School won speech and debate at the Natrona invite. They took first place both at the middle school and at the high school last week. So kudos to what has really become a good speech and debate program here in Riverton. And Riverton High School choir and band. The band not in attendance tonight because they're at the Casper Jazz Festival. They were there yesterday. They are playing today. So best of luck to Riverton's choir and band there at the Casper Jazz Festival. At halftime, Riverton girls trail Kelly Walsh 22-19. This has been the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show presented by WYDOT. We're back with the second half in 60 seconds. Radio coverage on 105.1 Jack FM and streaming video to watch along with us on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it's for a one-time use or event. That's why they offer tools and equipment rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Center, located at 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Get winter ready with Overhead Door. Don't let the cold in. It's time to prepare your garage door for winter. We'll give you safety, savings, and peace of mind. Our experts ensure your garage door is winter-proof with quality service and repairs. Trust the pros. Schedule your appointment today. Call 307-856-2210 or visit the website at overheaddoorriverton.com.
Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
Second half just about to begin here in the first of our doubleheader tonight. Kelly Walsh on top of Riverton 22-19. Timbery Mathil, Ryland Brown, Carson Vosica, Taylor Leesburg, and Alexi Taylor on the floor for Riverton High School. Kelly Walsh basketball, Kennedy Davila, Brecken Fago, Caden Curry, Michaela Humphreys, Ramya Green out there. Same starters for both of these teams. Nobody really in foul trouble. Green and Davila have 2 for Kelly Walsh. Ryland Brown has 2 for Riverton. Pass underneath, push it up and in. Michaela Humphreys has the first points of the third quarter, and it pushes the Kelly Walsh advantage to 5 here early on in the third. Brown circles around at the top, tries to use a screen, is pushed and fouled, and that may be Ramya Green's third foul. It is, which is good news for Riverton fans, bad news for Kelly Walsh fans, and Green, one of the team leaders, will come out just a few seconds into the third quarter. Haley Larson is back out there for Kelly. Here's Taylor underneath. Taylor off balance, two in the lane is no good. Kind of floated to her right away from the basketball hoop. Transition turnover though. Leesburg with the deflection, and then it's taken right back to Davila. Spins. Kick it right side to Larson. Back to Kennedy at the top. Kennedy shakes off a defender. Lets a three fly. Doesn't draw anything. It's an air ball and goes out of bounds back to the Wolverines. 1:10 gone by third quarter. 24-19. Kelly Walsh with the advantage on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Jared Anderson here. Jason Peterson running the camera for you on County 10's YouTube channel. Nicholas checking in on our YouTube channel. Thank you all for being here. Underneath, good look to Taylor. Lexi puts it up and in. Lexi's got 4 points. She's got the last bucket of the first half, the first bucket of the second half for Riverton. 3-point game again. Humphreys, corner, Davila. She'll try a three. That's no good. Larson's there for the offensive rebound. Riverton got to figure out how to block out and get some of these rebounds. Second shot is up in the paint. That's no good, and Tay Lynn tracks it down this time for Riverton. Tay Lynn pass in traffic, dangerous, comes back to Vosika. She's stuffed, and it's given on the floor finally to Lexi Taylor out of the hands of Davila, right to Lexi. Leesburg to Brown. Rylan runs inside of the paint, has it stripped out of her hands, and she's going to cause a tie-up after it was taken away with Micaiah Humphreys. The Riverton basketball on the arrow. Taylor waiting on the baseline to send it in. Bounce pass to Leesburg, and she's fouled immediately. Taylor's got 2 shots coming. Kelly Walsh foul goes against Larson. That's the third foul on Haley Larson, and the second team foul here in the third quarter already. Leesburg with 5 points. Her first free throw shot of the game. Front rim no good. And Miley Morrison returns for the Trojans. Taylin, so was the mark. Deep breath. Let's shot number 2 go. That one is online. It's good. Make it a 2-point game. Leesburg's 6th point. She ties Timbri Mathil for team high honors now at a half dozen each. Davila hands off to Miley. Morrison circles around up top. Knocked out of her hands by Mathil. Into the Kelly Walsh bench. Stays Trojan basketball. Humphreys knocked out of her hands, taken away by Timbri. Timbri's in trouble in backcourt, though. Has it stripped right back away by Kelly Walsh. Ran into a double team, taken right back. 2 from beyond the free throw line. Fago is hard off the back of the rim, no good. And a rebound is taken down by Brown. She pushes it into the Riverton front court. We've played 3 minutes of basketball here in the third quarter. Riverton trailing by 2. Lexi Taylor down low trying to change that nice post move. Shot was short, though, no good. And Riverton's one and done as Davila takes it away. Kennedy, lead pass for Humphreys up ahead. Kennedy and Davila play catch with it around the perimeter. Now Humphreys going to try a 3. No good. Rims in and out. And rebound is taken down by Lexi. Taylor, outlet to Brown. Brown works it across the time stripe. Riverton hands back to Brown. Good little give and go, but Rylan is short on the layup. 2 times they've been short with close range shots there on the left side. Knocked out of bounds off of the Trojans, though, this time. It stays Riverton ball. Lexi bounce pass it into Taylor in the paint. Pushed in the back, and that's Brown, not Taylor, I beg your pardon. Rylan Brown is going to have 2 shots coming.
Third team foul. To the line for Riverton, 4, Brown. Shooting 2.
Rylan trying to pull her team to within 1 this time. She does. And now she'll look to tie it up. Olivia Spires in for K-Dub. First moments of the game for Olivia. Second from Brown is good, and we're tied at 24s. We're tied at the end of the first quarter. Kelly Walsh led basically the entire second quarter. We're about 45 seconds in. Now we're tied up again at 24s. Near steal by Leesburg, taken back by Kelly Walsh. Shot left corner, no good. Misses everything, and it's out of bounds off of Leesburg, though. It will stay Trojan possession. Spears will send it in. Morrison trying to penetrate off the dribble. Can't get it done on the glass, and hard off-balance shot is no good. Brown takes it away. Rylan leaves it for Leesburg. She sets it up to Taylor. Taylor down the lane, scoops a pass to Vosika. That's pretty good pass from Taylor. Good finish by Carson. And Riverton reclaims the lead with 3:44 to go. Coach Gilliam wants a timeout to discuss things in her huddle. 3:44. Riverton takes the lead back here in the third quarter, 26-24. Carson Vosika now has 5 points, and I beg your pardon, Carson Vosika has 6. So she is tied with Taylor Leesburg and Timbri Mathil. All 3 of those Riverton ladies have 6 points. Riverton basketball made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. And thanks to Perfect Power Electric and Landers supporting our athletes on and off the court. Give Perfect Power a call for your electric needs at 332-7184. That's 332-7184. Spirited huddle on the Riverton side, directly in front. Riverton applying some man-to-man full court pressure all the way down. Morrison's going to be guarded by Mathil, trying to run her into that trap. Kelly Walsh breaks it nicely, though. Fago will go back up top to Morrison. Miley going to go down the lane, scoop up a tough right-hand shot that hits the front of the rim, but is fouled on the way up. So Miley Morrison has a chance here. That was Aspen Gordon's first personal foul. Just the first foul of the third quarter on Riverton. Not a lot of whistles in this ball game. First free throw from Morrison was good. And the second one is too strong, no good. Lexi Taylor, another tough rebound. Gets slapped at a few times, holds on to it. There's Mathil, right side, outside to Brown, and around the perimeter they go to Leesburg. Kelly Walsh in that 2-3 zone. Almost a steal by the Trojans. Fago is on the sideline out of bounds, though, and now the officials are going to get together and chat something over. Taylor and Leesburg waiting to inbound if they do rule this Riverton basketball. And now they're going to say Kelly Walsh ball after they got together. Coach Bosner wants an explanation. Spears inbounds to Morrison. Morrison works on Mathil all the way across the court with 3 minutes to go, third quarter, a 1-point Riverton advantage. 26-25 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Morrison nearly lose the handle. Hands off to Spears, wide open underneath the hoop. Olivia Spears has her first points of the game, gives Kelly Walsh the lead back. 27-24. Rylan Brown works it up the floor for the Wolverines. Good pass to Taylor. Taylor is hammered from behind by Fago, and she's got 2 shots coming. So physical play continues here in the third quarter. That K-Dub foul will go against Fago. That is her first, team foul number 4. And Taylor's first free throw is a swish. Lexi ties the ball game at 27. Carson Fosica comes back in. Mathil gets a breather this time. Taylor's second shot is on the way, and that's good. Gives Riverton the lead back, and Lexi Taylor becomes the 4th Wolverine to have 6 points. A four-way tie for leading scorer. Quickly, Kelly Walsh with a quick 2. Fago is wide open under the bucket, puts it up and in, and we trade leads again. 29-28. K-Dub on top of Riverton. 2:15 to go. Vosica right side fade away. Got it. Carson's got 8 points. We may just trade leads a while here. Late stages of the third quarter. Near steal by Aspen Gordon. Kelly Walsh now with numbers, and Spears is fouled on her way to the basket. Olivia Spears didn't play at all in the first half and has made quite the impact off the bench here in the third quarter. Of course, Ramya Green hasn't played since first few seconds of the third, picking up her third personal. That was Lexi Taylor's first foul. Team foul number 2 for Riverton. First one at the line from Spears is good, and we're tied 30-30 with one more free throw coming. Second one is good. Spears has 4. The K-Dub lead is 1. Good bounce pass. Rylan Brown looking for Vosica. Vosica can't hit, though. Rylan nearly had an over and back. It was deflected in backcourt. Coach Gilliam came out of her shoes asking for the over and back, but I don't think Rylan's momentum ever got her behind the line. I think she got close to it. Davila, it's punched out of her hands, taken away by Mathil, and then Mathil is slapped by Morrison. Morrison with the foul, and with 1:23 to go, Riverton's in the bonus. Timbri Mathil is going to shoot free throws. Timbri with 6 points on the evening. Morrison's third, by the way. Timbri's first is successful. Now she'll try to put her team back on top. And in front of the rim, no good. That's her first miss of the night. She's 5 of 6. 31-31, brand new ball game, 1:15 to go. Third quarter action here. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Quick shot off balance. Morrison twisting in the lane. Somehow gets it to drop. Both teams heating up a little bit offensively here down the stretch of the third quarter. And reaching in, Miley Morrison again. That's going to be foul number 4 on Miley. And Rylan Brown's turn to shoot here as Riverton in the bonus. Morrison's going to check out, gives her coaches a high five before exiting. First free throw for Rylan, front rim, no good.
Substitution for the Trojans for Smith.
Cedar Smith back in for the Casper School. Free throw number 2 for Rylan, also no good. Stays a 2-point Kelly Walsh lead, 33-31. We're inside of a minute to go now in the third quarter as the Trojans grab the rebound. Spears brings it up the court, hands off to Morrison, who starts up the offense, but not for long. Taken away by Mathil. Timbri with a steal. And she'll give it up to Leesburg. Taylin circles around, starts up the Riverton offense. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Leesburg dribbles to the right corner. Entry pass to the paint. Taken away by Fago behind her intended target. And Brecken had An easy steal there. Spears needed help from a teammate, picked it up right at half court, gets it back, and now underneath. A Riverton foul on Caden Curry, with Curry going strong to the rim. That's Vosica with the personal. Just the first on Carson. And Caden Curry, averaging 4.5 points per game, looking for her first points tonight. First free throw, no good off the backboard on the left side. Just 18 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Curry will try to put her team up by 3 right here. And she does. Brown, trapped in backcourt, uses screen from Leesburg, wanted Vosica up the floor. It's knocked away on the pass. Fago will slap it out of bounds with 11.7. Leesburg gonna send it in the Riverton front court with Brown holding at the top. Time running out here in the third quarter. Left side outside, Leesburg squares to the basket, take it to the dribble, jump stop, dish off for Vosica. She's got it at the horn. Good drive by Leesburg. Another well-earned assist from Tay Lin, who averages 4.5 a game right now. Well, it's going to be an interesting fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. Kelly Walsh clinging to a 1-point lead here with 8 minutes to go. It's 34-33. Back with the fourth quarter after this on 105.1 Jack FM. Streaming video coverage on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
Kelly Walsh with a 1-point lead in the basketball as we start the fourth quarter, and Kelly Walsh is now all of a sudden up by 4. Three-pointer from Morrison in the corner is good. We're just 20 seconds old here in the fourth, 37-34. There's Leesburg underneath to Mathill. Riverton had numbers for a second, and Mathill's pass was taken away by Davila. Kennedy wants to push the other direction. Davila goes to the corner now to Larson as Kelly Walsh slows it down. Ramya Green started the fourth quarter, didn't play a lot of third quarter ball with the third foul. She tries a 3. That's no good, too strong. Vosica hustles down the long rebound. Coach Gilliam applauding her team, trying to fire them up a little bit defensively. Game well within reach for both teams here. A minute gone by, fourth quarter action. Taylor dribbles off the foot, and it's gathered in by Davila. Kennedy works it up the floor in backcourt. Goes to Larson again in the corner. Larson trying to create some space off the dribble. Bounce pass taken away by Leesburg. Timbry was trying to fill some space with her. Leesburg pulled it back down. Give it to Taylor, right side, and Taylor mid-range 2 is swatted out of bounds. Caden Curry got a big hand on that. 6:38 to go in the ballgame. It's 37-33. Kelly Walsh leads Riverton. It's 34-33 to start this quarter. Taylin, inbound pass off of Vosica's fingertips. A little bit too high, and Green is there to take it away. Riverton digs back into this 1-3-1. Green left alone for 3. That's good. Ramya Green with a big-time three-pointer for her team. She's got 9. Keep in mind she didn't play hardly any of the third quarter, and is Kelly Walsh's leading scorer once again. Riverton with a turnover pass too far, and Coach Bosner frustrated wants a timeout. Not the start of the fourth quarter. Riverton was hoping for 6:10 to go, and it's 40-33 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Riverton trailing by 7. Was a 6-0 run to start this quarter. Miley Morrison hit a 3. Ramya Green has a 3 for K-Dub. This broadcast made possible by Wyoming Catholic College. Proud to cheer on local athletes. Find out more about that Lander institution at wyomingcatholic.edu. They also make it possible for us to pick our athlete of the week at county10.com. And this last week, that honor went to Riverton freshman Carson Vosika. You can read more about her efforts and all of the athletes of the week. Brought to you by Wyoming Catholic College at county10.com. Davila will jog it up the floor. Now push the tempo up. Go left side to Humphreys, who gives it right back to Kennedy. 2 minutes gone by. Riverton down by 7. Right now, we're tied for the largest differential of the ball game. Davila, pump fake, puts one defender in the air, cannot hit the long 2 though, and Taylor scoops away the Riverton rebound. Mathill hands back to Leesburg. Taylin wants a long 3, looked online the whole way, and that's because it was. Leesburg's got 9, and that's a big bucket for Riverton to keep them alive in this game and hopefully pick some momentum back up their direction. Trailing by 4. Riverton needs stops on the defensive end, and that's going to be helpful. Pass Sales. Fago was looking for a teammate in the right corner, and that pass was well too strong. Riverton with another chance to chip into this Kelly Walsh lead. K-Dub led by 7 once in the second quarter. Led by 7 a moment ago here in the fourth. Has not gotten any more lopsided than 7 either direction. Riverton's led by as much as 5. Rylan Brown, shot stuffed, gathered in by Mathill. Hands back to Brown. She tries a long 2 in the corner. That's no good. And the even longer rebound is gathered in by Davila. Kennedy controls the dribble. Mathill playing defense on her. Now Green in the corner. Sends it to Fago. Dribbles a couple of times and kicks to Humphreys. Here's a takeaway, though, by Leesburg. Mathill gathers it in, and then Timbry is fouled in backcourt. First foul of the fourth quarter comes at the 4:40 mark, and Kennedy Davila's got 4. So Miley Morrison, Kennedy Davila both have 4 for Kelly Walsh. Ramya Green still sitting at 3. Meanwhile, nobody on Riverton has 3 fouls. Rylan Brown's got 2, but that's it. Larson back in for the Trojans. Brown slow walk up the floor. They go elbow left to Vosika. Hands right back to Brown. Brown thought she was fouled. Nothing called, and shot goes out of bounds. Maybe just kind of lost the handle as it just floated out of bounds back to the Trojans. Almost a takeaway. Now Taylin's got it. Leesburg up ahead to Timbry. Mathill, the distance rejected. Coach Bosner thought there was contact there. They're just letting him play here, that's for sure. Riverton reloads with the basketball, but Mathill travels with it on the right side, and it's back to a Kelly Walsh possession. There's 1 foul this quarter, and I think fans prefer games like this where they let a lot go, but there was a little bit of contact on both ends that both coaches that they may have had a case for a foul here in this half. Wide open on the inbound under the bucket. Fago. Somebody just lost track of her defensively. She is there with the easy lay-in. And Kelly Walsh up by 6 now. 3:50 remaining. 42-36 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lexi Taylor double team to Leesburg. Taylin put it on the floor once. Drives to the basket. Mid-range 2 is short. No good. Tie up for the rebound. Possession arrow going to keep it with Riverton. Gordon will check in for the Wolverines. Brown will come out. Nope, now they're going to say Taylor's coming out. Brown got most of the way off the floor and then got pulled back on. Coach Gilliam wants a timeout for Kelly Walsh. 3:39 remaining in regulation. It is Kelly Walsh 42, Riverton 36. See if the Riverton ladies have some energy here down the stretch to make a run and make this interesting. Like I said, game's been up for grabs the entire way. Largest differential has been just 7 points. Boys basketball coming your way in just a few moments. Riverton and Kelly Walsh, both 5-win teams, looking to keep some momentum going here into, I guess we can call it the second half of February. We're moving on to at least the second part of conference play. Be at Natrona on Thursday, back home next Tuesday against Rock Springs. Gordon to send it in, baseline right. Lob for Vosika in the paint. Carson goes up high with it, is blocked again. Kelly Walsh with a lot of blocks in the paint. Fagot got a hand on it, and Fagot ultimately takes it away. Larson works up the floor amongst a double team. Now Ramya Green settles it down for Kelly Walsh. Kelly works it around the perimeter, underneath now to Fagot. Long two from the top by Curry is no good, but it's rebounded by another Trojan. Riverton could figure out something on the boards. This comeback would be a lot less difficult. Green, long three, no good. Rebound muscled away by Mathil. Timbry gets Riverton fans excited for the physical play. She'll pick up the basketball at the top, looking for help. Rylan Brown's got it. Brown will back it off. Now go elbow right to Vosika. Vosika dribbles a couple times, hands off to Leesburg. Taylin wants a three. That's no good. Too hard. And rebound comes down to Larson. Haley pushes the tempo for Kelly Walsh. Larson spins around, goes to the paint underneath Fagot. Hook shot, can't get it, but she is fouled. That's Curry, I beg your pardon. Caden Curry with the hook shot. And Aspen Gordon picks up the personal foul on the shot. Curry 1 of 2 at the free throw line tonight. First one is good this time. Vosika comes out, Taylor returns. Second for Curry, too strong, no good. We stay at a 7-point Kelly Walsh lead with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in regulation. Rylan Brown, the rebound, works it up the floor for Riverton. Brown runs to the right side corner and gives it to Gordon on the block. Back to Rylan. Riverton goes around the perimeter. Mathil holds left side outside, looking for a lob to Gordon, and it's taken away by Green. Those lobs to the paint have not worked often tonight, and there's been a lot of takeaways on them. Coach Gilliam burns her second to last timeout. And with 1:58 to play, it's Kelly Walsh basketball and a 7-point advantage. My thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto Service, cheering on local athletes. They've got full-service auto and tire shops, 755 South Federal in Riverton and 1305 West Main in Lander. And a big thank you to Myers Gambles on Main Street. Excited to cheer on Fremont County athletes. Gambles has winning deals, delivery free within 30 miles of the store. That includes us here in Riverton. Turnaround shop in town at Myers Gambles. Gambles has a big game giveaway right now, or a big game discount, where they're offering up to 20% off a living room furniture. So if you need to get that living room upgraded, now's a good time to go see the crew at Gambles. They're also making it possible for us to air Super Bowl 59 coverage on our sister station, KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. We'll have that on the radio for you this Sunday in case you have to step out and you don't want to miss a moment of action. KOVE right now has also got Wyoming and Utah State basketball coverage. Late first half. There's, I guess, still 4 minutes remaining in the first half. They're tied at 22. Wyoming and Utah State all knotted up right now. Inside of 2 minutes to go, Riverton needs some stops. Here's Green, left side, outside with the basketball. She'll take it to the dribble, stop at the free throw line. May have been pushed. Riverton fans wanted to travel. Kelly Walsh thought maybe there was some physical play. Aspen Gordon tips the ball into backcourt. Now she's going to corral it. Gordon with a big-time steal for Riverton. Now can they convert it to points? Left side, outside, Mathil. Lob it to the paint. Back to Aspen Gordon. Gordon up tough with it. Can't get it to go amongst a double team. It's short. And a foul on the rebound is going to be tacked on to Ramya Green's total. That's just the third team foul on Kelly Walsh. Ramya's fourth, though. And it's Riverton ball back with 1:20 remaining. Taylor underneath to Brown on the inbound. Pass in the paint is no good. And a hard collision for the rebound. Tie up. Crashing hard to the floor was Brecken Fago. And luckily she's going to be okay. She gets helped up by her teammates. That was a hard spill. Trojan basketball on the arrow. 1:14 to go. Riverton with a nice stop on a steal by Gordon last time, but couldn't convert it to any points. Riverton's got a bunch of fouls to give if that's the route they want to go, and only a minute to do so. Davila, left corner to Larson, and Kelly Walsh just going to dribble this one around. Green holds left side outside. Riverton's got just one team foul. Now they're going to hoist a three that they don't need to. Larson shot off the glass. No good. Mathil gathers it in. Hands off to Gordon. Gordon dribbles to the corner. Picks up her dribble. Is in need of a lot of help. And Coach Bosner is going to call timeout. 39 seconds to go. RHS down by 7. 43-36. Still an opportunity here to make things interesting. You certainly have enough time for 3 possessions, but you got to go to the basket quick and be a little more decisive what you're doing. Also, only one team foul doesn't help in this situation. Obviously, you need to foul really quick defensively or get some steals. I think it is Kevin Harlan, Wyatt Barichka that'll be on the Super Bowl 59 call. Westwood 1 providing that coverage on KOVE. Kevin always does a great job, especially on the radio side of things. He gets the Tom Brady broadcast. He'll be the color analyst for Fox on TV. And I know that former County 10 sports director Wyatt Barichka, who's texting me, is excited to see Taylor Swift at the halftime show. He's a big Swiftie. 39 seconds remaining in this one. 43-36. Kelly Walsh on top of Riverton. RHS basketball in their front court. Lexi Taylor uses a screen, has the ball stripped by Davila. Kennedy, the distance, scoop up a tough shot. No good. Again, don't necessarily need to shoot right there. Taylor's got the rebound, but just 27 seconds to go. Riverton needs a lot of points quick. Leesburg hustles into the front court, picks up the dribble, finds Taylor. 18 seconds now. Taylor dribbles Leesburg long. 3 is on the way. That's short, no good. And Green hauls it in for Kelly Walsh. Lady Trojans going to pick up their 5th win of the season as Green is fouled in backcourt by Leesburg, and it'll be ball out of bounds. Kelly Walsh going to go to 5-10. Riverton will drop to 4-12. And again, another Casper opponent up next for Riverton High School. They're off to Natrona at Casper on Thursday. Jason and I will be there with about a 5:30 broadcast time. We've gone final. It's Kelly Walsh 43, Riverton 36. We'll run down final scoring numbers and set you up with the boys matchup coming up. Second half of our doubleheader is on the way. You've been listening to Riverton Girls Basketball on 105.1 Jack FM, and of course streaming video coverage made possible by the County 10 YouTube stream.
To Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
To recap today's game, this is the Bailey Tire and Auto Postgame Show. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
Tough one for the Riverton girls tonight. In the first half of our doubleheader, they fall to Kelly Walsh 43-36. We were tied at 13s at the end of the first quarter. Riverton led just about the entire way in the first 8 minutes. Last few seconds, we tied up at 13s. Kelly Walsh took the lead for the first time about 45 seconds into the second quarter, led 22-19 at halftime. Was a 1-point K-Dub lead into the fourth quarter at 34-33, and the Trojans largely dominating the fourth quarter, outscoring Riverton ultimately by 8 in the fourth quarter to win 43-36. This is the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. It's going to be a quick one here as we're between games. Bailey's is your local tire professionals. They've got those two full-service tire and auto shops, 1305 West Main and Lander, 755 South Federal in Riverton. And if you're in need of a tire upgrade, they certainly are the pros. They know how they can help you best at Bailey Tire and Auto Service. Individual scoring numbers in this one, there was just one player for either team in double figures. That, again, was Riverton freshman Carson Vosica. Vosica finishes with 10 points. Taylor Leesburg wraps up the night with 9, including 2 3-pointers. Timbri Mathil finishes with 7. She goes 5 of 6 at the free throw line and has a field goal. I thought Timbri had a good game all around, especially on defense. Lexi Taylor with 6 points, 4 for Rylan Brown. And that's it for the Riverton scoring as they fall to 4-12 on the season. Kelly Walsh improves to 5-10, and that a pretty balanced effort scoring-wise. Ramya Green finishes as their leading scorer with 9 points, including that late three-pointer. That was a big difference. Kennedy Davila finishes with 8. 7 points for Miley Morrison this evening. Brecken Fagot finished with 6. 4 points apiece. Micaiah Humphreys and Olivia Spears. 2 points for Haley Larson to round out the final individual scoring numbers. Got boys basketball coming up in just a couple of minutes for you. Should be an interesting one. Couple of teams in the same boat here. Both 5-win teams. Both have struggled at times this season, but look poised and capable to make a run here in February. They've both Kelly Walsh and Riverton have good personnel on the floor, and it may be a little bit deceiving on paper that there are only 5-win teams, each of these teams respectively. We'll break it all down for you coming up. Boys basketball is on the way. Once again, girls final, Kelly Walsh 43, Riverton 36. Your home for Riverton High School basketball. 105.1 Jack FM and streaming video on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Kane and Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We've got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Wolverine basketball is on the air.
It's stripped out of his hands by Monroe. Brandon Monroe, the distance right-hand layup. Easy for Brandon.
Watch every RHS basketball game all season long on the County 10 YouTube page.
Malachi with a nice rebound up high. Smith wants to push 2-on-2. Malachi to the rim, got it to go, and he's fouled.
Riverton basketball is made possible this season in part by Myers Gambles, Porter's Mountain View Supply, Fremont Chevrolet GMC, Wydot, Perfect Power Electric, Wyoming Catholic College, and Bailey Tire and Auto Services.
Very excited that we can compete with, the best teams on our side. It's just a matter of kind of, doing the little things, taking care of the ball, knocking down free throws, getting rebounds, and we're starting to do that. So very pleased with the boys.
Hernandez rebound to Anderson, 3, swish.
Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
And a very good Tuesday night to you. Welcome into Riverton High School Wolverine Gym as we're set for game number 2 of our doubleheader. We flip to the boys version of this Riverton and Kelly Walsh matchup. The only regular season matchup between these two teams this season. Riverton is 5-10 overall, 1-2 in the southwest quadrant of the 4A West. Kelly Walsh 5-8 overall, 1-2 in the northwest quadrant. Riverton beat Rock Springs last time out in a thrilling double overtime game last Thursday night, 57-55. Last time for Kelly Walsh, they lost to Natrona County 46-39 on Friday in their rivalry game. The Peach basket game there between Kelly Walsh and Natrona. They beat Green River, lost to Rock Springs in quad play before that. Randy Roden is entering his 14th season at the helm with Kelly Walsh. They haven't qualified the last couple of years under Coach Roden, though, despite a lot of success under him. They've last qualified for state in 2022. They were, of course, champs under Coach Roden in 2019 and 2017. Kelly Walsh also has boys basketball championships in 1981, 1980, 1975, and 1974. 4. Mason Eager, Jack Nichols, a couple of the big names to watch out for tonight for Kelly Walsh. Eager, their leading scorer, averages 12.5 a game. Nichols just shy of double digits at 9.3 points per game, but he does average 3 assists. Riverton led by Malachi Smith, averages nearly 13 points per game and 9 rebounds. Eric Smith has certainly come on strong for Riverton. Their guard play has continued to steadily improve with those 4 guards: Eric Smith, Aiden Kelly, Josiah Hernandez, Brandon Monroe. And then you factor in guys off the bench too. Bo Anderson, I think, has had really nice moments off the bench. So is Garrett Jackson, Blake Gattenbein, and Clay Sheets with his best game at the varsity level last time out against Rock Springs. We'll see who makes a difference tonight in this one. Again, it's Riverton and Kelly Walsh, both looking for their 6th wins of the season. I'm going to start with I'll start with the Kelly Walsh starters here as I'm being handed them late. Randy Roden again in his 14th season will start looking like this. Number 2 was Jack Nichols. Nichols, we mentioned one of the names to watch out for. He averages 9.3 points per contest, also 3 assists per contest. Number 3, Mason Eager. Eager, their leading scorer. He averages 12.5 points per game. Number 5 is Jaden Becker. Becker averages 4.6 points per contest. Number 4 is Duncan Gilliam. Gilliam averages 5 points per ball game, and number 10 is Carter Avlar. Avlar averages 6.6 points per contest. Riverton looks like this under Bo Sheets in his 8th season. Number 1 is Eric Smith. Smith, 6.5 points per game, 2 assists per contest. Number 11 is Aiden Kelly. Kelly, a senior, 6.7 points per contest. Number 15, Brandon Monroe. Monroe, a senior, 4.7 points per game. Number 33, Malachi Smith, a senior, 12.9 and 9 rebounds per game. And number 55 is Ryan Cox. Cox, a senior, 5.1 points per game, 6 rebounds per contest for Cox. Riverton in their home white uniforms trimmed in cardinal red and black. They've got Riverton in block letters across the front of their jerseys. Kelly Walsh in the all green uniforms. They are trimmed in black and white. Kelly Walsh in script black font across their jerseys. Malachi Smith in the jump center circle. He's going to go opposite Duncan Gilliam, and Kelly wins in backcourts. Becker holds for Kelly Walsh. Riverton starts in a man-to-man defense. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you. We get this one going about 2 minutes earlier than expected. Hook shot in the paint. Jonah Boulanger gets the start for the Trojans. We got to get your Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard on the screen there. Boulanger with the first bucket of the ball game. And I do not see Mason Eager in the lineup for Kelly Walsh tonight, so we'll keep an eye on that situation, see if I can hustle down some info for you there. Was told he was going to be a projected starter, then tried to get some info right close to tip-off here about starting lineup changes, and walked away more confused with anything. And instead of Eager, it's Boulanger in the starting 5 for the Trojans. K-Dub starts in a 2-3 zone defensively. Riverton feeling it out here the first few seconds. A lot of perimeter passing. They go high post to Malachi Smith. Fade away, long 2. No good. Didn't draw anything. Cox offensive rebound. Ryan sticks it back up and in. Good rebound and stick back for Ryan. And we're tied at 2 apiece on the first 2 possessions for each team respectively. Nichols, right side outside to Alvar. Carter zips it to the corner. Jack Nichols is open. 3 left side, no good, too strong. And Malachi hustles down the rebound. Smith in transition. Ahead to his little brother, Eric. And now Riverton slows it up. Monroe holds. He's got Jack Nichols' wingspan in his face. Monroe looking for a screen. I'll send it to Smith. Eric trying to penetrate, lose the handle for a second, scoops it up off the floor, and then all of a sudden is right under the bucket, lay it up and in. Eric Smith thought he was going to lose it, goes down to the floor to get it, and then finds a nice layup out of all of that craziness. Riverton 4, Kelly Walsh 2. 2:10 gone by here in the first quarter. Kelly Walsh ladies victorious earlier in a tough physical basketball game. Smith, good post defense, forces a toss out to Alvar, who knocks down a three-pointer. Carter Alvar with the first triple of the ball game. Puts Kate back on top by a point. Malachi up top to Smith. Eric, floater in the lane, can't get it to go from the right side, and Riverton's one and done. Nichols clears it out of there. Jack races into the front court. Nichols stop at the free throw line, trying to go end to end himself. Couldn't hit from the free throw line though. Malachi swats the rebound to Eric, and here come the Wolverines. Down by a point, 3 minutes gone by. Ball ricochets off a Kelly Walsh hand into the K-Dub bench. Coach Roden gives it to a teammate. We'll see Riverton subs. Josiah Hernandez and Bo Anderson coming in here first. River White Plume, Trenton Weber, Clay Sheets, Garrett Jackson. The bench players for Riverton yet to enter. Still very early in this one. Malachi is going to try a three. That's no good for the big guy. Too strong there. And the rebound tracked down by Rhett Roden, who just checked in during that last dead ball. Trojans start up their offense. Eric Smith hounding defense. Falls to the floor, though. Becker is stripped by Anderson now. Leads it up ahead for Hernandez. Josiah gathers, gets it to go, and he's fouled. Josiah Hernandez making a great play. Had to scoop it up off the floor, too. Tough spot to pick up the basketball. Gathered himself nicely and went up strong. First foul on Logan Atnip, another player who just entered for Kelly Walsh. Both teams liberally substituting here early on. That is a Riverton characteristic, but apparently it's a Coach Roden characteristic too, where just when you're used to the guys on the floor, they shuffle them in and out. Blake Gattenbein comes in now for Coach Sheet squad. Hernandez looks to convert the three-point play. Free throw rattles out, though, no good. Stays 6-5. Riverton lead, 4:25 remaining first quarter. Alvar has Hernandez on him defensively as the Riverton students get into it on Neon Night here. The chant is defense. Becker drops it off to Alvar, and now Bollinger soaring in for a bucket. Jonah Bollinger off the dribble drive. Anderson down the lane, scoop up a tough shot, couldn't get it to go, hits the deck. Malachi, the follow, got it to drop, and he's fouled.
Kelly Walsh foul, 13, Atnip.
Atnip quickly picks up his second personal foul.
Returning for Kelly Walsh for Kilo for Riverton, 11, Kelly.
Aiden Kelly back out there for the Wolverines. Malachi's free throw no good, so 2-and-1s for Riverton. Free throws not good on either, but Blake Gattenbein underneath the bucket gets the rebound for the Wolverines, and they'll pull it out and start up the offense again. Hernandez at the top between the legs dribble, goes high post to Malachi. Smith to Monroe, squared to the basket, reloads to Hernandez, back to Monroe, open corner three, no good, too strong, and up high for that board was Bollinger. Kelly Walsh down by a point, 3:15 to go first quarter, on the run with it, Becker, left side, swatted by Malachi Smith, taken away by Gattenbein, and outletted to Aiden Kelly. Kelly, stop at the top, right side, outside to Hernandez. Riverton still trying to figure out that 2-3 zone here in their half-court sets. Kelly, if this makes sense, not a tall team, but they do appear long with all of their wingspans out there, hogging up a lot of space early on. Malachi backing in against a defender, splits a double team, used the window, got it. Strong move, Malachi Smith, who now has 4. Get you a Pokes update here in a moment. They're playing Utah State right now. Offensive foul on Kelly Walsh, though, with the forearm extension. It's Roden. No, they're not going to say that's on Roden. That may have been not on the ball. Bollinger picks up his second foul. So now Jonah Bollinger and Logan Atnip both have 2 personal fouls. 2:30 remaining first quarter. Riverton by 3. Monroe hands back to Gattenbein. Blake for 3. Gets it to drop and falls down. Gattenbein with an impressive 3-pointer. Gives Riverton a 6-point advantage. The largest of the game so far early on. Here's Becker at the top. Smith on him defensively. Now Bollinger is open for 3. Trying to answer. Can't get it to go. Dishpan's out. Gilliam will get the rebound. Kicks it back up top. Another 3 try for Becker is no good. Riverton hauls it down this time. Monroe up ahead to Eric Smith. Smith sets up for 3. That's no good. Tipped around a couple of times. Gattenbein in a volleyball match trying to fight for it, but Bollinger with the height advantage takes it away. Jonah goes left side outside to Becker. Becker circles around, stop at the free throw line, and kicks to Roden. Roden on the floor 2 times. Back to Bollinger. Underneath, soft touch over Ryan Cox. Got it to go. Jonah's got 6 points. Did not have Bollinger as a starter coming into this one. Do not see Mason Eager on the Kelly Walsh bench, which is an interesting twist to this one. Gattenbein, penetration on the dribble. Can't get it to go. Cox the follow. That's no good. Riverton goes over there despite the offensive rebound, and with 1 minute to play in the first quarter now, it's Kelly Walsh ball. Riverton up 13-9. Roden hands off to Becker. Not a lot of stoppages here in this first quarter, especially the last couple of minutes. Bollinger is pushed in the back by Ryan Cox. First foul on Ryan, second team foul on Riverton. Halftime score, Riverton. Wyoming leads Utah State 35-30. Pokes coverage on the radio over on KOVE, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM if you're interested in catching Keith Kelly and Kevin McKinney over there. Trojan basketball, ball out of bounds. Up top, Alvar sends it to Bollinger down low, and now they'll kick it up top to Becker. Becker for 3. That's pretty. The net barely moved, and it swishes. Riverton up by a single point now. Coach Sheets giving some instructions. I think he is open for some isolation. Maybe last shot of the quarter here. 10 seconds now. 13-12, the Riverton lead. Anderson runs into a double team. Coach Roden imploring the defensive effort. Good find. Malachi underneath cannot hit the layup at the buzzer, though. And after 1, it's Riverton 13, Kelly Walsh 12. We'll be back with second quarter action after this. Streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel, radio on 105.1 Jack FM.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring, now open in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more and start living in style.
back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
Kelly Walsh basketball back to action. Second quarter, Riverton on top 13-12. Long three misses. Malachi there for the rebound. Get you a Mason Eager update, courtesy of Connie Gattenbein for filling us in here in just a quick second. Riverton with the possession now in a 1-point lead. Aiden Kelly double dribbles. I don't see those kind of errors from these Riverton guards very often, but just maybe lost track of how many bounces, looked inside, and then put it to the floor again. Knew it, too, as he threw it back to the ref. Apparently, Mason Eager had surgery on his nose today. Not sure why exactly the nose surgery must have got it broken. There's a three from Logan Atnip at the top. He banked it in, and Kelly Walsh takes the lead back under a minute into the second quarter. Thanks to Connie Gattenbein for filling us in there on Mason Eager, but certainly changes what you think Kelly Walsh might do without their leading scorer in the ballgame. Turnovers both sides, and Eric Smith is fouled after he took it back for Riverton. Nichols picks up the first personal. So Jonah Bollinger starts and has 6 points for the Trojans in the first quarter. Nice effort from Jonah. That was team foul number 1. It'll be Riverton basketball in their backcourt. Smith looks at Coach Sheets. Coach Sheets calls out a play, and Riverton fires it up. Kelly between the legs dribble and goes right side way outside to Monroe. Monroe squares to the basket. Now to Kelly. He'll try a long three. That's no good front of the rim. Rebound. Bounces off a couple of Trojans. They save it to Malachi. Smith to Smith. Eric holds for a second, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Kelly again. It'll be Riverton basketball with Monroe to inbound right in front of the Trojan bench. 6:28 to play second quarter. It's 15-13. Trojans on top. Ball bounces off of a foot. It's still loose at midcourt. Big collision. I don't know how you can call this one because they both kind of just ran into each other. They're going to call that on Kelly Walsh, so Riverton will take it. Logan Hatnip picks up team foul number 3.
Returning for the Trojans, 15,
Bollinger back in after a quick rest. Riverton basketball down by a bucket. Yet to score this quarter. They led 13-12 to start the second. Here's Kelly, corner three, high arcing, gets it to drop. Aiden Kelly's first points.
3 points.
Second triple of the game for Riverton. The other one belongs to Blake Gattenbein, and Riverton takes the lead back for now at 16-15. Soaring to the basket, athletic shot. Alvar couldn't get it to follow though, to fall I should say, and Cox, the rebound, is immediately hacked and fouled by Alvar. Carter's first, team foul number 3 already on Kelly Walsh. Still 5:56 to go second quarter. Ryan's going to come out, and Clay Sheets makes his first appearance. Mentioned Clay coming off of his best game, at least offensively, of varsity action against Rock Springs. Had 5 in that game and contributed quite a bit. Off the bench, Monroe to Hernandez. Hernandez loses the dribble, and it's scooped up, taken away by Becker. Becker is going to pop for 3 at the top and knock it in. Jaden Becker's second 3 will put Kelly Walsh back in front by 2. That is the 4th 3 of the ball game for K-Dub. Sheets, left side, outside. Now around to Kelly. Kelly tried to go baseline for Malachi, was tipped, but Malachi is able to corral it. Now Aiden at the top. Riverton, again, kind of this slow, methodical offense. Kelly wants a 3 from the top. That's no good, short this time, and a rebound tracked down by Jack Nichols. I think Riverton still, at times in their half-court offense, struggling to figure out this Kelly Walsh 2-3 zone. Becker will try another 3 at the top. That's no good, and Malachi's up high to grab it. 18-16, Kelly Walsh the lead. 4:35 to play second quarter on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Hernandez Holds it above his head, now sends it to Sheets. Sheets in the corner to Smith. Malachi squares to the basket. A long cross-court pass to Kelly. Now Hernandez with a little bit of space. 3, got it. Josiah Hernandez with a pretty shot. When he's able to get those quick releases, he is fundamentally sound when he shoots those long threes. Baseline dribble drive, reverse layup try. Alvar no good. Follow swatted as Gilliam tried to go back up with it. Malachi on the run for Riverton. Contact, and they're going to call Malachi with the offensive foul. Not a lot there, and I think maybe you can call Malachi for that for sure, but where that whistle was blown, maybe it was just one of those things where you think, all right, there's a collision coming, I've got to call this, and ultimately there wasn't a ton of contact, but still, if there's a foul called right there, certainly it's on Malachi. That was the first on Smith. 3 from Becker again is no good. He hit a couple and is thinking he's feeling it, and he's missed the last couple now. Josiah holds at the top. Gives it to Sheets. Clay underneath to Cox. Ryan double team down low. Kicks it back out to Clay. Hernandez going to try another 3. That's no good. Well too strong that time. And rebound tipped around. Bollinger pulls it down for the Trojans. Bollinger outlets to Becker. Becker and Jonah now play catch at the top. Right side outside Roden. See a couple of Riverton subs coming to the check-in table. Monroe and Anderson will check back in next dead ball. Bollinger D'd up by Jackson, and now ball out of bounds. Rhett Roden tight-roped the sideline for a minute, but was too far wide over there and stepped out of bounds.
20. Anderson. 33. Smith.
Connie saving the day. More Mason Eager info. Got his nose broken the week before playing Rock Springs, so I don't know if Mason's watching along or the Eager family, but hopefully a speedy recovery. Anderson will try a 3. That's no good. Bollinger up high for the rebound. Hate to see that happen in youth sports or anybody at any time, and it's fun when you see great competitors on the floor. 3 from Gilliam is going to drop. Duncan Gilliam knocks it in. So second game in a row, Riverton has avoided playing the leading scorer for their opponent. Sam Leyenberger was sick for the Rock Springs game and was out, and I guess he was on the bench. And I had a parent joke with me that they thought about perhaps putting him in during overtime, but decided not to. Riverton foul on the floor. Bo Anderson, it's ball out of bounds here to Kelly Walsh. They decided not to do that with the illness. But no Mason Eager tonight. K-Dub's just going to throw this out of bounds off of the inbound, and it's Riverton basketball. Wolverines trailing by 2. It's been tight the entire way. 21-19. Kelly Walsh leads. With now 1:48 to go here in the second quarter. Thanks to Fremont Chevrolet again for those scoreboard updates. See that scoreboard on the bottom of your screen if you're with us on the County 10 YouTube channel. Anderson kicks it out to Smith. Eric between the legs dribble. Eric with 2 points tonight at 15 to lead the way for Riverton at Rock Springs. Monroe shakes off a defender. Nice pass. Stop for 2. Left side. He's got it. Brandon Monroe with the mid-range 2. He is the 7th Wolverine to score, and we're tied at 21s. Quick release 3. Rhett Roden from the left side. That's no good, and Anderson gobbles up the rebound. Bo, slow walk, picks it up right along the time stripe. Nearly traveled with it, and he gets it away to Eric just in time. Clock at 50 seconds. Riverton faces the basket. Anderson, 2 men in a row as they work it around the top. Malachi spins in the lane, double team, dishes off to Ryan Cox. Nice mid-air adjustment by Malachi. Ryan finishes the play off nicely, and Riverton takes the lead back, 23-21. Riverton student section starts to get into it here as we're inside of 20 seconds to play in the half. Gilliam right side outside to Nichols, underneath to Gilliam, back to the basket, lays it in somehow. 23 apiece, 7 seconds. Here the countdown behind us. Anderson will try the long three, good! Could have been some contact there too. He gets knocked to the floor. Gets up with a high five. Bo Anderson with a big-time buzzer beater three as we head into the locker room. First points for Bo at a really nice time. Put Riverton up here to take us to the locker room. It's Riverton 26, Kelly Walsh 23. We'll be back with the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show in just a couple of moments. You're listening to Riverton High School basketball on 105.1 Jack FM, streaming video coverage on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Electric are your trusted electrical contractors in Lander. With over 30 years of experience, we excel in light and heavy commercial construction, residential remodeling, and service work. Our licensed electricians use only quality materials and are committed to meeting your construction schedules. For professional electrical services at competitive prices, choose Boyle Electric. Give your place's electrical wiring the touch of excellence. Call 307-332-8139.
I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Elevate Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, Du Bois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring, now open in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more and start living in style.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoors.
It's the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Back to the gym. Here's Jared Anderson.
Welcome me back. It's halftime at Wolverine Gym. We got a good one going on here. You wouldn't expect anything less from a 4A West competitive slugfest. It's Riverton 26, Kelly Walsh 23 at the intermission. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show, made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. They remind you a simple message: seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time. And of course, with winter conditions here, it's a stay for a little bit. Check out wyoroad.info or call 511 when you need those Wyoming road conditions. Again, Riverton up by 3 at halftime thanks to that improbable Bo Anderson buzzer beater there, 26-23 as he was falling down. Some might argue there should have been an and one there, but tough to say from this vantage point. Was 13-12 Riverton after 1. They lead by 3 here at the intermission. Let's take a look at first half scoring numbers. Leading the way for Kelly Walsh, there were 2 players with 6 points. Jaden Becker has 6 off of 2 3-pointers. Jonah Bollinger has 6 off of 3 2-pointers. Let's see, 5 points for Duncan Gilliam. He's got a 3 and a 2. 3 points from Carter Alvar, 3 points from Logan Atnip, and that is it for the K-Dub scoring. Riverton well-balanced, not leaning on one guy here necessarily. There have been... Math is hard for me. Give me just a sec here. There have been 8 different Wolverines that have scored so far. 5 points from Josiah Hernandez, who has a 3-pointer. 4 points from Ryan Cox. 3 points from Blake Gattenbein. Got 2 points from Eric Smith. 3 points for Aiden Kelly. 2 from Brandon Monroe. Got 3 from Bo Anderson there at the buzzer too. 8 different Wolverines scoring in the first half, so nice balance there by Big Red. Again, mentioned this earlier, but we'll do it again here with maybe a new audience for the boys' game. Want to congratulate and say a big well done pat on the back to Riverton High School Wrestling and everybody who organized the annual Ron Thon Invitational. It was 3 days this year, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday last week, and there were 1,101 wrestlers competing in that. 1,101. It was almost on the money, and then 1 extra person had to sign up. That according to AD Reggie Miller, and over 600 matches. The toughest wrestling tournament in the state as you compete regardless of class, but it takes tons of volunteer manpower and effort to put that on. So hats off to Riverton Wrestling and all the volunteers who hosted that great event for our community. You think about that 1,100 wrestlers in the community, and most of them bring parents, some of them bring other supporters and coaches and team supporters, and it's just wild what that does to your local economy. So awesome stuff for the community of Riverton to host that. Riverton Wrestling this weekend is off to the Kelly Walsh Invitational in Casper on Friday. Swimmers are off to postseason action, conference play going on in Evanston Friday and Saturday. Best of luck to the RHS boys swimmers as they head into the postseason. Indoor track athletes go to the Gillette Invite Friday. Speech and debate having a great start to their year. They just won. Riverton High School and Riverton Middle School both just won at Speech and Debate Tournament in Casper, and now Jackson is hosting a tournament on Friday and Saturday where they'll be off to trying to keep that hot streak going. Choir and band are participating in the Casper Jazz Festival tonight. They were there yesterday too, so that's why there's no band in attendance here at the gym, but best of luck to band and choir there at the Casper Jazz Festival. There's only one other doubleheader of prep basketball going on tonight, and it's an all-Fremont County matchup. St. Stephen's and Fort Washakie are playing at Fort Washakie. On Thursday, Wyoming Indian will go to Shoshone. Mentioned Riverton is off to Natrona on Thursday. Friday, you got Lander hosting Worland. Shoshone hosts Kemmer. And a nice little Fremont County rivalry game in Pavilion with Wyoming Indian taking on the Cougars. Saturday, Wyoming Indian hosts Rocky Mountain. Wind River hosts Wright. St. Stephen's hosts Burlington. Fort Washakie welcomes Little Snake River. Shoshone takes on Riverside, and Lander hosts Lovell. So just about everybody, Riverton's not playing Saturday, but just about everybody else has a home game in Fremont County. Plenty of basketball options if you want to go around the county and support some of the local kids. Halftime here, it's Riverton 26, Kelly Walsh 23. This has been the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time. We're back with half number 2 in 60 seconds on your home for Riverton Sports, 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Wolverine basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
Second half just about underway from Riverton High School. Glad you're with us tonight, and a good one so far. Should be a fun second half. I'm predicting it. Jason, you predicting a fun second half? All right, Jason gives me the nod of approval there. 3 overtimes, Jason says. Oof, boy. I don't know if my voice can take more OTs after 2 at Rock Springs. That was exciting. That made me nervous there that my voice was going to start cracking. It's Kelly Walsh basketball trailing by 3 here as we're back to action in the third quarter. Does look like same starters for both sides. We'll run that down for you. Meanwhile, Jaden Becker with a hand in his face for 3. It's good, and we're tied at 26. Just 25 seconds into the quarter. Jaden Becker with a 3 makes it 26 apiece. Brandon Monroe, Aiden Kelly, Ryan Cox, Malachi Smith, Eric Smith out there for Riverton. Jack Nichols, Duncan Gilliam, Jaden Becker, Carter Alvar, Jonah Bollinger for Kelly Walsh. K-Dub in the all greens, Riverton in the home white uniforms. Riverton's first touch with the basketball here in the second half. Started the game with this slow, methodical offense, moving it from side to side around the perimeter against that Kelly Walsh 2-3 zone, and that's what they continue to do. Smith, drive, kick to Kelly. Aiden's shot is short, no good. Tie up on the rebound. Cox gets tangled up with Bollinger, and possession arrow is Riverton's on the arrow. Kelly gives it a good long stare, throws it in, ricochets off a couple of players, and Gilliam steals it for Kelly Walsh. Trojans in transition. Gilliam dishes off to Becker. Shot no good. Gilliam gets the rebound, though. Good ball movement around the horn to Bollinger. Cannot hit the bunny. And Malachi Smith grabs the rebound. Outlet to Eric. 26 apiece. Freshly into the second half. 6:20 remaining third quarter. Neon nights at Riverton High School. They have a lot of brightly dressed students, and free pizza was part of the incentive for the RHS students. Normally that's where you can find a radio guy when there's free pizza, but a lot of students showing up for that tonight. Brandon Monroe, crossover dribble, swings it around to Smith, and now Kelly as they continue to survey that zone, trying to figure out anything they can do to spread the defense out. Malachi comes up top now, and they'll kick it to the corner. Monroe gets a defender in the air, lets it go. It's good. Good little pump fake there from Brandon. And your Flaming Gorge three-point shootout champion shows that he can hit from the outside. His first 3 of the ball game. He's got 5, puts Riverton back on top for the moment. Gilliam to Becker. Now he goes high post to Bollinger. Bollinger turned and square to the basket at the free throw line. Dish it out left corner to Becker. Gilliam's open on a skip pass for three. That's no good. Couple of players tangled up, and a foul going to be whistled against Brandon Monroe during the shot away from the basketball. Got tangled up with Jack Nichols. They both hit the deck. Didn't see what preceded them hitting the deck because I was watching the basketball, but still crashing hard. Monroe comes out, gets a pat on the head from Coach Sheets, and it's Kelly Walsh basketball. Hernandez in for Riverton. Hernandez instantly has a steal. Give it away to Eric Smith. Smith quickly up the floor. He is fast. Goes right past the defender to the rim. Leaves his shot short, though. And now Kelly Walsh wants to push in transition. Becker. He's going to spot up for a long three. That's no good. Not the shot selection I don't think Coach Roden wanted that time. Smith hustles it down in the right corner. Fast pace to this game as Smith will spot up for three. That's no good. Rebound up high, Nichols. Not just up and down the floor here the last few times, but not a lot of stoppages. Nichols to the rim. Can't get it to go. Soaring in, finishing the play, though. Carter Alvar, who tips it back up and in, makes it a 1-point game. Good follow by Carter. Blake Gattenbein comes to the check-in stand. Next dead ball for Riverton. You see Bo Anderson next stop, too. Dribbling Hernandez, turn around, threw it away. Here comes a Kelly Walsh Trojan. Carter Alvar, who was going to be all alone, got a little bit tangled up and traveled. Carter had what presumably was going to be an easy shot, but traveling violation. We'll give it back to the Wolverines. Blake and Bo come in. Anderson on the dribble, way up top, sends it to Hernandez. Still working a long way away from the hoop. Now they'll go beyond the free throw line to Malachi. Turn around, hang in the air for two. Malachi can't hit the long two-pointer. And Riverton's one and done again. Here's Roden, baseline to Gilliam. Gilliam reloads to Atnip. Logan Atnip from the top drains it for three. Logan's second three-pointer. And the Trojans take a 2-point lead, 31-29, as we trade leads again. 3:25 remaining this quarter. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard shows Riverton down by a bucket. Just more Wyoming Cowboy updates as that game progresses in the second half here. Every chance we can to squeeze those in for you. Anderson, left corner three. That's no good. Off of Gattenbein. Coach Sheets wanted a foul underneath. It looked like Gattenbein was getting his jersey pulled from behind, but they will not call that. Cowboys now trail Utah State 54-48 with 8.5 remaining. Corner three, Roden from the right side is no good this time. Front of the rim, Kelly Walsh going to get a second chance at it, though. Atnip, the offensive rebound. Floater in the lane for Logan is no good. Malachi clears it out of there for Big Red. Riverton on the move. Malachi tried to cross over dribble, got it stolen away. Here's Roden, the lob underneath. Out of bounds off of Kelly Walsh. That was wild, out of control basketball there, kind of on both sides, but ultimately Kelly Walsh with the turnover. Ryan Cox, Clay Sheets, and Eric Smith back into the Riverton lineup. Say hello to Emily watching, rooting for Kelly Walsh. She says, go Big Green. Connie, Dwayne, Mike, and Ray all weighing in on the chat. Long two from Gattenbein is no good. Bounces away to Gilliam. Nichols uses screen, stop, elbow. That's no good. Foul underneath, I think, is going to go against Riverton. The officials are going to get together and chat about this. It's going to be a double foul. Bollinger and Hernandez both get a foul, and it's going to be offsetting penalties basically as on the double foul. It is a possession arrow that favored Kelly Walsh, and now they'll switch it to Riverton. And to hesitate to see if they were going to defer to the possession arrow or if they just say it's Kelly Walsh ball because they had possession but thought it should be a jump ball, and now they will switch it back the other direction. Scooping up underneath, great job on the pivot. Jack Nichols is there for two, and Kelly Walsh takes a 4-point lead here with 1:23 to go third quarter. It's 33-29. Long three, Eric Smith nearly banked it in, hangs on the rim a long time and still stays out. Bollinger is up high for the rebound. That was a deep attempt from Eric, and he certainly has that kind of range. Roden trying to work off of a screen. We're at 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Aiden Kelly comes to the check-in stand now. Atnip, two is no good, but a follow by Bollinger is going to drop. Jonah Bollinger has 8. And Kelly Walsh is up by a half dozen all of a sudden, kind of slowly building that 6-point lead, which feels like a lot of separation here in a 35-29 game. Pass in traffic taken away by Bollinger. Some unforced mistakes being made by Riverton now. Roden will square up for 3. That's no good. A long rebound knocks off of a couple of players. Official down low looks at the official up top who says it should be Riverton ball.
Returning from Riverton at 11, Kelly. 33, Smith.
Mike, it's not a question on the chat, but your comment about the lights. They do that every home game here at Riverton High School, turn them off above the crowd so there's more of a spotlight effect on the floor. I do get a lot of comments on why do they do that? Why do they dim the gym so much? But it's what they've done the last couple of years. Monroe sending some traffic around. 5 seconds before the quarter break. Here's Malachi back to Eric. Square up for a buzzer beater 3. That's no good. Cox almost had a tip attempt at the buzzer, but after 3, Kelly Walsh with a little bit of separation, but the game's still very much up for grabs. It is Kelly Walsh 35, Riverton 29. Come on back for the fourth quarter with us right after this on 105.1 Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel.
Welcome to Bailey Tire Pros, your local tire and auto repair specialists in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local. Choose Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
We are county10.com.
Final 8 minutes of regulation on the scoreboard. Riverton trailing by 6. They were outscored in the third quarter 12-3. So hopefully a little more energy here in the fourth quarter. Nearly a Kelly Walsh steal taken right back by Eric and then knocked out of bounds off of a Trojan last. So ball bouncing all over the place the first 15 seconds of the fourth quarter. Say hello to Kylie watching in Denver. Says go Big Red. Thanks for being here from the Mile High City, Kylie. Entry pass to the paint is tipped and taken away by Rhett Roden, and another Riverton turnover, and then a traveling violation whistled against Carter Alvar. That's the most fired up that Coach Roden has been, and it's hard to tell if he thought there was a push foul in there or if he's just angry at his player. Either way, displeased about something. Right side, outside, Aiden Kelly with it. Kelly to the corner. Malachi, there's just been nothing doing in the paint for Riverton against this very aggressive 2-3 zone. A lot of the only point paints for Riverton have come off of putbacks or in transition. There's Ryan underneath, scoop it back up top to Monroe. Brandon stop at the free throw line, turn around. His pass is stolen by Roden. Roden fouled long way away from the bucket by Eric Smith. First on Eric, first team foul here in the fourth quarter. 6:55 remaining. And you may have been able to hear that through the mic. Coach Sheets wants a timeout. 6:55 remaining in the ball game. It's Kelly Walsh 35, Riverton 29. Riverton girls falling to K-Dub earlier, 43-36. Carson Vosica with another nice night. She finishes with 10 points to lead the Riverton girls. Want to say thank you to Fremont Chevy GMC. Your hard work and dedication doesn't go unnoticed. Fremont Chevy GMC in Riverton is here for you every step of the way. They're at 1401 North Federal Boulevard in Riverton. And a huge thank you to Porter's Mountain View Supply, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's, a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. If you'd like to get in touch with us about sponsorship opportunities in sports or just say hello to the sports team, you can do that. Or sports@county10.com. That's sports@county10.com. Big YouTube audience tonight. Thank you for being here. Coach Roden, Coach Sheets giving some last-minute instructions here. Again, Riverton outscored in the third quarter 12-3 after they were up 26-23 at halftime. Trojan basketball here out of the Riverton timeout. Alvar sends it in to Beckers. And underneath they go to Bollinger. Jonah has his shot partially blocked but kept alive. Jonah back to Roden. Rhett Roden for three at the top. It's good. That's Rhett's first points of the ball game. And Kelly Walsh with their largest lead now at 38-29. Smith holds it in the midcourt center circle area. Left side outside to Hernandez. Up top, Kelly, swing it around to Eric. Eric tried to feed Malachi, but it's kicked by Jaden Becker. And just one other Wyoming high school basketball series going on tonight, and it is here in Fremont County. With St. Stephen's at Fort Washakie tonight. Errant pass from Riverton sails out of bounds. Jonah Bollinger claps his hands, and just not the energy level that Coach Sheets and these Wolverines required to be successful against a tough team like Kelly Walsh. They are struggling in some respects this season, not exactly where they want to be record-wise, but they are physical and tough. They're outsized, but they still play like they're long because of that zone. There's a traveling violation on Bollinger, and it's going to go back to Riverton. See if Wolverines have a spark here late. Currently down by 9. Smith in the corner to Aiden Kelly. Three, got it. That's going to help Aiden Kelly with his second three-pointer of the ball game. Cuts the deficit from 9-6, and there's a travel on Becker. Becker hesitated like he was going to pull up, then decided to go down the lane, got a little feet happy, and Coach Roden wants a 30-second timeout to talk things over. Thanks to Myers Gambles, Main Street and Lander, excited to cheer on student athletes. They've got winning deals. Delivery 30 miles around the store's radius is always free, so that includes Riverton, folks. Free delivery. Can hardly beat that turnaround shopping town at Myers Gambles. And Bailey Tire and Auto Service, proud to support our local athletes. Full service tire and auto shop, 755 South Federal in Riverton, 1305 West Main in Lander. Check that Poke score for you, 2:27 left. Utah State's on top of Wyoming, 62-55. It's a really good Utah State team. They're 19-3, but disappointing with Wyoming leading early in that one. We'll see if the Cowboys have a comeback. Rooting for that, and a big red comeback here myself. Malachi, double team down low, can't get it to go. It's blocked. Bollinger, part of that double team, I think got his hand on the basketball, and the Trojans working back up the floor the other direction. Spin around at the top. Alvar stop at the free throw line. Swish Carter. Alvar with 7. Left side Smith. Put it on the floor a couple of times. Now circles all the way around, trying to create any separation. Hands to Malachi. Malachi for a long three at the top. That's no good. Bollinger another rebound. And Kelly Walsh with 2 consecutive stops out of the timeout. Becker off a screen. Dishes back to Alvar. Kelly on him defensively at the top. Eric tried to get a steal. Falls to the floor. Nichols pulls it out of there and gives to Becker. Becker, long shot is no good. Rebound tracked down by Kelly, and now Riverton's in transition. Good dish underneath from Monroe to Cox. Ryan finishes the play, his 6th point. Brandon Monroe with a great pass there, and with 4:09 to play, Riverton wants another quick timeout. And conference swimming starts this weekend. Good luck to the RHS swimmers as they're on their way to Evanston. Our sister station, KOVE, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM, will have Super Bowl coverage made possible by Myers Gambles. Myers Gambles has a big game sale going on right now where living room furniture is up to 20% off. If you got some chores, got to step out of the house for a little bit on Super Bowl Sunday, you won't miss a second of the action with radio coverage over on KOVE. Trojan basketball, Riverton applying some full court pressure, trying to get a takeaway in backcourt, handled nicely by Alvar. Bollinger circles it around at the top. Still 3:50 remaining, just a 6-point game now, but does feel like these points are worth a lot more because it's been so low scoring and so physical. Becker to Nichols, almost stolen, and Smith's going to end up with a foul instead of a steal. Good aggressive play by Eric Smith to go for the basketball, but got more of his guy than ball that time. Aiden Kelly comes in. Josiah Hernandez is out. Becker, left-hand dribble at the top. He's got Kelly on him defensively. Picks it up, holds it above his head, and now finds a Nichols. Jack faces off against Monroe. Crossover dribble, backing in, stops in the lane. Dishes it off to Gilliam. And Kelly Walsh doing a nice job of killing some time here, moving the basketball around, working for a shot. 3:07 to go in the game now. Nichols down the lane, back to Becker, and they're just going to continue to weave. We're inside of 3 minutes. 6-point game. It's a 2-possession game, and Kelly Walsh with the attack right now feels like they're up by about 20. Just trying to milk the clock. Here's a takeaway by Ryan Cox. Strips the basketball, takes it away. Hands off to Kelly. I'll see what Riverton can do this trip down. Monroe Stares into that Kelly Walsh zone. High post to Smith. Kick it out to Monroe. Brandon, defender in the air, tries a three. It's good. It's a one-possession game with 2:22 to go. Big shot, Brandon Monroe. His second three-pointer of the ball game. He's got 8. Monroe on the defense. Becker with the basketball. Now they go across the court to Nichols. Nichols backing in right side block. Gets it to a cutter in the lane. Alvar can't hit, but Bollinger is there for the offensive rebound, and Kelly Walsh reloads. Nichols, baseline, throws it to Malachi. Ball on the floor, kicked around several times through Smith's hands. Eric said he didn't touch it. Came up right away saying he didn't touch it. Plus, I think there was a kicked ball all the way across the court in there, too, that should have stopped it. But either way, it's going to be Kelly Walsh basketball. I digress. Nichols gives it up to Alvar, underneath to Gilliam. Bollinger is partially blocked by Smith, taken away by Cox. Riverton on the run with it. 90 seconds to play. Riverton down by 3. Kelly, left side, outside. Dribbles it around up top, gives it to Smith. Eric, back to Monroe, and they go high post to Ryan. Cox inside, outside game for Kelly. Clock at 1:10. Kelly's going to try a long three. That rattles around and stays out. Foul underneath as Ryan Cox battling for position. And I think Ryan picks up foul number 2. He does. That's the 3rd foul on Riverton. Coach Sheets wants a full timeout. 1:07 to go. And slowly but surely this quarter has become more interesting with a 40-37 ball game. And Riverton still 1 foul to give here down the stretch. So we will see how the last few seconds unfold. A couple more sponsor shout-outs we've got to get to here. Want to thank Perfect Power Electric and Lander supporting our athletes on and off the field. Give Perfect Power a call for your electric needs. They're at 332-7184. Perfect Power always makes these live streams possible. And we thank Wyoming Catholic College, proud to cheer on our local athletes. Your dedication on and off the court is admirable. Find them online at wyomingcatholic.edu. Mentioned they also sponsor the County 10 Athlete of the Week, and that this last week went to Riverton girls player Carson Vosica, who had 18, a varsity career high at Rock Springs. She had 10 tonight to lead the way. 1 minute, 7 seconds to go. It's Kelly Walsh up by 3. Riverton slapping on the full court pressure here. Gilliam will get it into Alvar. Alvar smothered in backcourt, and he's got it stripped out of his hands for a second, then taken right back by Gilliam. The excitement and then the groans from the crowd. Bollinger holds right side outside. Riverton still with the foul to give. 50 seconds on the clock. Smith's going to come give that foul right now. So now, with the next foul, Riverton can force K-Dub to shoot free throws. Roden will send it in. Does so to Becker. Nichols holds at the top. See if Riverton gives up that foul or if they continue trying to steal. Kelly Walsh playing catch with it. And Cox is going to end up fouling Duncan Gilliam. Gilliam to shoot 2 times with 31.8 seconds on the clock. Gilliam averages 5 points per game. And he is a 90% free throw shooter on the season. Calmly drains the first one, making it a 2-possession game. Second for Gilliam is also good. And Coach Roden answers with a timeout here. 31 seconds remaining. It is now a 2-possession game with Kelly Walsh on top of Riverton, 42-37 on the Fremont Chevrolet GMC scoreboard. There's 40 seconds remaining in the Wyoming game. Utah State leads by 4 points. Jason and I will be on the road on Thursday. Jason's always on the road, but I'll be on the road Thursday. We'll head to Casper and be at Natrona County High School. That, by the way, has the potential for a very strange broadcast because they usually put the broadcaster behind the basket up there, so Jason's going to have to really think about his skills based on where we are there. But either way, weird vantage point or not, we will do what we can and bring it to you Thursday night. Still a lot to settle here with 31 seconds remaining. The Riverton basketball, length of the floor to go. Aiden Kelly, Eric Smith, Malachi Smith, Ryan Cox, Brandon Monroe on the floor for the Wolverines. Trailing by 5. Eric jogs it up the floor quickly. Uses a screen from Ryan Cox. Gets past his defender. Goes baseline to Malachi in the corner. Now Monroe at the top. Riverton taking a lot of time this possession. 18 seconds to go. Need 2 scores. Monroe holds left side outside. Trying to attack the basket. Force up a tough one. Double teamed. Cannot find anything on the shot. That was a really tough spot to try to hoist it up there. Taken away by the Trojans. 2 seconds. And Kelly Walsh going to get out of here with a victory in a hard-fought but ugly game all the way around. Second half especially. Kelly Walsh hangs on 42-37. We're going to get our player of the game and Coach Sheets up here in just a quick moment. 42-37, Kelly Walsh over Riverton. You've been listening to Riverton High School basketball on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome you into the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Tough one for the Wolverines. They fall to Kelly Walsh, 42-37. Head coach Bo Sheets joins us now. And Coach, exciting first half. Tough finding that energy. Tough finding any momentum there. It looked like in the second half.
Yeah, tough finding any made baskets, right? So you can't go, a quarter and a half with three points and win a game. So that was a tough part. We went that long stretch. Their zone. We were patient. It's good to be patient when you got the lead. It's kind of fun to possess the ball, be patient, keep the lead. It's a lot tougher when you're down 6, and that was kind of our struggle second half. So we caught it like they hit a couple shots, we got down, and then their zone just kind of kept us out. We need to do a better job, attacking. That's on us as coaches and players to attack that a little bit better. But tip your hat to them for kind of keeping us from scoring the second half.
What was it about that 2-3 zone? It's a standard look defensively, it feels like, for Kelly Walsh, but they feel so long on the floor. What was it about them specifically that kept you from getting in the interior?
Yeah, it's part of it's just kind of our lineup, our alignment. We need to get them in some different looks, but we felt like we had different looks that we just were a little hesitant on. That's what a zone kind of forces you to do is just kind of take that second thought. It's like maybe, and then by the time you actually hit it, it's tough. So we just need to do a better job kind of attacking, kind of hitting the post inside. When we went inside out, it was really good. So we just need to get kind of into some different looks sooner. So that's my fault for not getting us in some different looks.
How do your kids come away from these 4A West battles feeling it's just so scrappy and so tough every single time? It feels like is everybody okay after this one?
I think so. Bo was pretty sick. He brought himself out and Clay re-injured his foot. So, other than that, I think we're fairly healthy. We got some flu bugs going around, but I think we've kind of gotten through that for the most part. But, yeah, you're right. It's 4A West. The pace slows down, points that are premium, and it's going to be in the 30s and 40s. And, whoever can get to, 47, 48 first wins a game. So.
Yeah, yep. You get one day, and then you're back on the road to Natrona County High School on Thursday, another Casper opponent. What do you know about the Mustangs?
Well, they beat Kelly at full strength on whatever day that was, Friday or Saturday. They're scrappy. They play hard. They get after you. Very similar to this team. So, again, kind of seeing them, kind of seeing Rock Springs. I would say Kelly, Rock Springs, and Natrona are all very similar in kind of their style of play. They'll knock down threes. They'll attack. They'll play good defense. So, it's going to be a tough environment. It's going to be fun to go up there and play and see what we can do.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Coach, quick turnaround, so we'll bug you again on Thursday, but appreciate you coming up here tonight.
All right, thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Coach Bo Sheets joining us here on the Bailey Tire and Auto Postgame Show. Again, Kelly Walsh knocks off Riverton in a tough one, 42-37. Let's turn the microphone over to our player of the game, Brandon Monroe. Brandon, first of all, congrats on a good night individually. I know tough team-wise. What was it about Kelly Walsh that made him so tough to go against tonight?
I guess just playing against his own all game, pretty much, yeah. And they got some good shooters. So.
Yeah. I told Coach, looked like your average 2-3 zone, but for some reason they felt so long in the paint.
Yeah.
Did they do something with that zone that made it extra difficult?
Just they made it hard to get inside the paint, so just had to keep moving the ball around.
Yeah, it looked like your shot was on. You only got so many looks from outside, but hitting a couple of them, that had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah, you feel confident in that shot. I know you're the three-point shooting contest champ, and you've hit a bunch of them through the season, but you feel confident right now in your ability to shoot from the outside?
Yeah, I feel really confident now after tonight.
Let's back up to that Flaming Gorge shootout. How'd that feel? And you're following a guy, Parker Paxton, who did it 2 years in a row. So did you feel any pressure to live up to his Riverton reputation?
Yeah, kind of. We were talking about it before. Just bring the trophy back home.
It's pretty cool that it's been in Riverton 3 years in a row now.
Yeah.
So what do you get for that? Do you actually get a trophy?
Yeah, it's like a little trophy.
Where do you display that? Is that at your house?
Yeah, it's just in my room.
Okay. All right. So you gotta get that full center and on display. How are you feeling at this point? These games are so physical in the 4A West. You feeling all right?
Yeah, a little soreness, but
yeah. All right, day of, you go back to practice tomorrow, or is it a day off?
Practice tomorrow and then go to the game Thursday.
All right, Thursday at Natrona. You know anything about the Mustangs, or have you played at Natrona before?
I just know that they got a couple height. They have height, so.
Okay. All right, I know a tough one tonight, but you did outstanding individually, and quick memory because we're right back at it on Thursday against Natrona. Appreciate you coming up here.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Brandon Monroe, our player of the game here on the Bailey Tire and Auto Postgame Show. Appreciate, as always, Coach Sheets for rounding his athletes up, sending them up to us, and it's one thing when you can do that after a fun win. It is a whole other challenge after a difficult loss. And I know, just looking at the body language of some of these Wolverines walking off the court right now, that they are not feeling good about the second half. And I guess the good sign there is that they recognize it and will have an opportunity to quick turnaround and play again on Thursday at Casper Natrona. This is the Bailey Tire and Auto Postgame Show, made possible by your local tire pros, Bailey Tire and Auto Service. Let's take a quick 60-second timeout. We will run down final scoring numbers in this one and wrap you up for the night here from Wolverine Gym. Again, Kelly Walsh sweeps Riverton girls and boys in varsity action. Back in just a minute on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
us on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
This is the Bailey Tire and Auto Postgame Show. Visit the tire pros at Bailey's.
Welcome you back in here to Wolverine Gymnasium. Tough one for the Riverton boys and girls, both falling in defeat this evening. Final score in the boys' game again, 42-37. Kelly Walsh knocks off Riverton. Riverton led 13-12 at the end of the first quarter. They were up 26-23 at halftime. That big Bo Anderson three-point buzzer beater at halftime where he fell to the ground seemed exciting at the time, and it was certainly an exciting play, but unfortunately just kind of a stagnant second half for Riverton. They were outscored 12-3 in the third quarter, trailed 35-29 to start the fourth, and ultimately fall 42-37. Riverton ladies also go down in defeat tonight. Final score there, 43-36. So the Kelly Walsh boys improved to 6-9 overall. Riverton falls to 5-11 overall. Individual scoring numbers in this one, very balanced. There wasn't a player on either side that had double digits in this one. Kelly Walsh led in scoring by Jaden Becker, who finishes the night with 9 points. 8 for Jonah Bollinger. He, I thought, was really, really good. Strong player all night long, especially in the paint. Carter Alvar and Duncan Gilliam both come up with 7 points each individually, respectively. And Logan Atnip with 6. Then 3 points for Rhett Roden, 2 points for Jack Nichols. And keep in mind, Jack's the second leading scorer on this team, so just 2 points off his mark offensively. But, man, did he have some guys around him step up offensively when they needed to. And also keep in mind that Mason Eager, this team's leading scorer, out due to that nose surgery. And thanks to Connie for filling us in there. Connie Gattenbein on the YouTube chat on Mason Eager's situation. For Riverton in defeat tonight, they were led by Brandon Monroe, our player of the game, who we just chatted with a moment ago. Brandon finishes with 8 for the Wolverines. Ryan Cox had 6. Aiden Kelly also with 6. Josiah Hernandez finishes the night with 5. Then it goes 3 points for Blake Gattenbein, 4 points for Malachi Smith, 2 points for Eric Smith, 3 for Bo Anderson. So some of your usual contributors there not getting quite the point productivity that they're used to, but that is a credit to Randy Roden and this Kelly Walsh defense. Again, one of the more intimidating 2-3 zones, and I know you see a lot of 2-3 zone in 4A basketball, but that was an intimidating look by this Kelly Walsh defense. So we'll see next up for Kelly Walsh. They go to Evanston. I believe that's on Friday. It is on Friday. Next up for Riverton, we mentioned, is that trip to Natrona County High School on Thursday. That's when Jason and I will be back with you next. 5 o'clock for the ladies, 6:30 for the boys. Give or take a few minutes. Join us, same channels, 105.1 Jack FM and streaming video on the County 10 YouTube channel. Great YouTube audience, a lot of conversation on there tonight, so thank you for that. Appreciate it as always, and appreciate Jason Peterson's time coming down here and spending another night with the Wolverines, dealing with me, and bringing you all the sights here from Riverton High School. For Jason Peterson and our County10.com crew, I'm Jared Anderson. Again, Kelly Walsh sweeping Riverton tonight, so we'll see you on Thursday. Send you back now to 105.1 Jack FM and our YouTube audience. We say good night from Riverton High School.